I dropped my camera.
Yeah, you will.
Oh no, it has a...
Oh, you have
But
a
it was
stopper in
also
that one?
really strict, but I didn't care because I'm a nerd.
What is stopping it? Oh, there's like a little piece that's like sticking in here.
Okay, so I had an early hour for orchestra because I was that much of a nerd.
Yeah, I did 0 hour for band.
Yeah.
Band was
And
first
so-
period for me.
Ben was Aaron first.
During that early hour, we were the strolling strings. Basically, in concerts, we would go off the stage, memorize our music, and we would walk around in the seating area. And we would play in the crowd.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's awesome.
Except when we only had 12 people, and you could only hear the people who were playing right next to you. Essentially.
Yeah, no, that is an issue.
Yeah, basically.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah, like when we had 12 people, it
Oh, that's
sucked. When
awesome.
we had
Oh,
30,
was he a athlete?
Yeah, having 12 people though makes it really funny.
Oh, he just looks. Oh, the boat's just really big.
Yeah.
we would. My teacher got a list of all the other faculty members' birthdays. So we would go around, and it just started with a generic happy birthday that we would play for people like right before their class started. And we'd go back, pack up, rush to get to our first hour class. But then we started playing the Beatles' Happy Birthday.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just thinking, I was like, why did we took the marching band to play Happy Birthday one time, but I don't remember what it was for, or who it was for.
So we would go around and play for like a bunch of teachers' happy birthdays.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
can't remember. There was like, I want to say like 3 or 4 times that like we took the marching band to play Happy Birthday for someone, but I don't remember why.
To get back with them, or to get somebody back with their person.
Maybe, I don't remember. I just remember
See, I
there
was
a couple
in
of times.
dance.
Huh?
I was in dance.
Yeah.
Flash mob.
Because there was one time when I was playing Crash and I was like, this fucking sucks, I don't want to be here right now.
Oh, that's actually. I don't know. Everyone who did Crash Symbols said they were like that. What did you play in
See, I stayed away from the fine arts in my school till about like sophomore year.
No, I played Snare.
Freshman year, I was the like.
Yeah, because
I did French in early childhood
and I couldn't
as my electives. Hey, you know those fake baby dolls that you
Okay,
get?
that's not true actually. I
I
could
was
have
the
carried
only
the
one in my class
quad
that
but
got
I
a
would have been
perfect score.
miserable.
Yeah.
And the band director was
I
like,
got
no,
3
we should
hours
let
of
someone
sleep
else
that
play
entire
quad
weekend,
comms.
but I
was
got
like,
a
but I'll be
perfect
better
score.
than you.
I always wanted to play quad.
It's so
I should
fun.
talk.
Quad
Yeah.
toms are the best marching instrument to play. The only problem is that all our marching instruments were like 2 decades old, so they all weighed
Oh,
like
did my
30
stats ever
pounds.
send
No,
over?
I did,
By the way, I don't
Electric
remember.
for a year.
I tried and I kept getting
I mean,
failed
I got
to send all my
but that was
stats.
all I knew how to play.
I'm checking
But
now.
yeah, I wanted to do quads.
Yeah, no, I was section leader, so they put me on Snare.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the
And
signal for
also
my
made
phone
one
here
of
is awful.
my, he's a lizard folk
Bark.
cartographer named Mad Maps for my campaign.
Bad
That's pretty good.
Hi, Greg.
I give you guys full permission to use that in your campaigns.
maps.
Oh,
That could be a little late. I don't know. You asked it for your stats.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago that was.
Oh,
I think there's
is
like a
that
10,
you
15
just got
second.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, but you looked up right after I went into the microphone and I went bark. Because then you went.
That's gonna.
to do the
So
cool, like,
that'll
marching
be
technique.
interesting.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Okay, I think.
Plus the marching
that's the
snares
best
just
thing I
sound
can
really nice.
do.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out
You could do
if
rim,
there-
like
I-
the rim shots sound fantastic.
Anywho,
I need to get my
you know
intelligence
what?
up,
I didn't
man.
think about.
I'm still.
You don't need intelligence.
Gibbet still has a -1 in intelligence.
Actually, I'm
You
gonna
don't need
try.
Jack, you
Give me just a minute. I'm gonna try a filter that'll
You're
take out some of the
intelligence person.
noise gate on the
Yeah,
bottom.
obviously.
I'm an
There's no
intelligence
one else.
person.
So am I.
I got 16 intelligence.
Okay.
Let me check it. I have the same intelligence.
What's your intelligence?
14.
Yeah.
I'm smarter
But-
than both of you.
I have expertise. And can not
See,
roll lower
I'm
than
good with
10.
wisdom. I have
for you.
I have a 20 in wisdom.
Good for you.
It is-
I'm good at Constitution.
What's your
This is the
constitution?
carpenter for that.
Well, my
campaign
saving throw is
ship.
14.
Ooh, yeah, I like his hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
My saving throw is not as a 10 for my wisdom.
What?
I'm good at wisdom.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +10 to charisma saving throws.
And
But
this
I
is
also have a
the
20 in
this is the
charisma,
only
so-
mini I've ever printed. My dad printed it for me
Ooh,
for
does anyone have a
my
higher charisma?
Oh, that's
birthday.
What's your charisma?
Yeah,
Oh, we
you-
have the same charisma.
He's my character
What's
for
your
my
charisma?
Damn.
dad's friend's TTRPG with 20 ability
Funny.
scores.
Mike and Oz
Oh.
are canonically the hottest people in the crew. Yeah.
Charisma
Giblet's
charisma
pretty
doesn't
great.
directly translate the hotness.
Yeah, what about Goldman?
What's Goldman's
In my
charisma?
campaigns, it does.
17.
He's
In
not
that
as hot
case, I'm
as
playing an 8
Oz
charisma
and Mike.
That's
character.
right.
Giblet,
Keep your
Giblet's a
helmet
12.
on. No, I'm kidding.
You don't get
Wait a
the stuff
second.
that they're ugly.
Um, No.
Giblet's cute.
Yeah, I was
Giblet's
gonna
above
say.
average.
15 seconds later, I just heard are canonically the hottest.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I forget there was an edition where charisma was supposed to correlate to the attractiveness of your
If
character.
that's,
like,
I'm
first
okay.
But I
I'm
don't
like, if
remember
that's how you
now.
want to play it. There are a number of skill sets that could lean into.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
I'm fine with it.
Biggerly.
I've met
There
plenty of
are
people
also the
who have
awkward
zero
moments that
charisma.
people have made charisma link
Yeah,
to other
but
features
they did
and
prove
things,
that
but we
even
don't have
like
to go
hot
Yeah,
into
we
people who
usually
aren't
roll
as
D12 for that.
charismatic usually still have an easier time
Yeah.
convincing people of their like.
Dude,
Just because people do have like a bias
Oh.
towards like attractiveness.
dude,
It's just how
I'm
people are.
2d6 for balance's sake. That way you get a higher chance of average.
Actually, that's a fair point. We should probably start doing that.
3d4.
Start.
You're just
You've been
taking
rolling
too
for
far.
this in the past.
Okay, but yeah. Okay.
Occasionally.
Okay.
Are we starting?
We are.
What's
We're
our question
almost
for
there.
Ty?
Who's the
Okay.
hottest character? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. Yeah,
who's
we've been on.
Who's
I
the
was
hottest
We've
character
been
in
on.
the campaign?
thinking.
And why is it
That's
Goldman?
awkward.
Why is it Goldman?
This is the medic
More
from
like
the ship
It
crew.
isn't Goldman.
So he's a hobgoblin named Patch who lost his eye.
I think the canonically
And
hottest
so Mad
one
Max
is
tore out
Sephi.
his own eye as solidarity.
Sephi?
So they could be
Sephi has
lost eye
a
buddies.
lover.
That's a
So?
good point.
Is that
It's
the
like-
definition? Is the one who's in a
Yeah, the
relationship?
one.
I
Just because
guess
you're
there are
analytics,
some
that doesn't
things.
make you the hottest.
I know, but that means
That
that
just
she
means you
can
have the
get
hottest
it.
personality.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Seppi has the hottest personality either.
I don't know. She's got an accent. That helps.
Yeah.
Note to self, give all my characters an accent.
I'm trying to
That
think.
is
Like, if
like
I was
statistic.
fully
Anytime you come
removed
back
from this
to it.
campaign,
Wait,
which
interesting.
character would I think is the
Women find
hottest?
men with accents hotter if they don't have the same
What's
accent.
that? I've heard it said that it's the Idris Elba quote is like men are attracted to what they see, women are attracted to what they hear. That's a
Yeah.
broad generalization. I'm not saying it's true, but
Yeah,
I'm saying
no,
it's
I've
a
heard
thing
that
that
before,
people
too.
say.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about who would I pick as the
That's what I was
hottest
gonna say. If I wasn't
Hottest
in,
character.
Yeah, if I wasn't in the campaign.
In the campaign, okay.
Zero bias.
Zero bias in the campaign. Dave.
Dave, you think?
Dave's just.
I feel,
what did Dave look like? I don't remember.
Dave was just a nice guy with
He was
the
an
shiny
elegant.
armor.
I feel like you're
I have a
biased
shiny-
toward Dave.
I had the shiny
Yes.
armor, but I also had like
Yeah, see, that's the thing is I'm trying to like
shrubbery hair.
completely remove myself
have
like
the,
from it, and I
The
think I'm struggling to do
you
that.
have the like hair that changes based off of the seasons, right?
Oh yeah, that is true. That was
What
true.
was
So
his-
I made
what
a
was his, like,
name,
personality, though?
name is an anagram for.
He was there.
Yeah.
He wasn't like chivalrous or anything.
No,
though,
he was
he?
just kind of there.
He was
No.
there. He was
I wasn't.
nice.
I was very polite.
He was polite.
Mm.
Um,
I am hearing the bias now.
See, like I'm trying, yeah. See, like I'm trying to think,
like-
like as far as like characters that I normally
gave,
like.
like, a
See, I don't think there's
seasoned
anyone that like
marbles.
fits quite the like.
Clearly the
like,
answer
trope
is
that I would
inverse.
normally be like, yeah, I think that character's hot.
Clearly, inverse is the hottest.
I didn't even see his face.
I saw him versus face.
I like that.
It's
I like
not
that we
good,
haven't
yeah.
really played or streamed this in a very long, in like a couple weeks, and this is like our opening. It's
Our
like,
opening.
Yeah,
Who
this
is
is,
the hot-
it's like
yeah.
a cold opening. Who's the
Who?
hottest?
But like,
And
It
the
might be
person's
Goldman.
name is an anagram for
It might be
Einbeckner.
Goldman.
no, Goldman's personality makes him.
Yeah, see,
like,
Goldman's personality
See-
is a big no, but what Goldman looks like,
No,
that
I
gives
mean,
me a
like-
lot of points for him.
I mean, I was giving him points. For
That's what I was
personality.
thinking. Like, why?
I'm like,
Listen,
Wait,
we
what?
are talking.
Listen.
Actually, we are talking about what I'm into, but
Listen.
we are talking about why.
Listen. Listen. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I think Goldman
I don't
would
think there's
probably be the
even,
hottest
like-
based on his personality.
Based on his personality, that
Yeah.
the reason I'm not picking Goldman is because of his personality.
you
That's
know
like,
what? I think what is that? What was that like evil lady that we talked to like a couple?
No.
A couple seconds ago? Oh, they-
yeah.
that one lady.
That one lady,
Yeah, no.
Beora.
Yeah,
Not Beora.
she's not a player.
I feel well. Okay, but we were talking about characters.
I'm
She did
specifically
have
talking
some
about.
sensuality to
Yeah,
her.
I
mean,
her
like,
presence.
okay, are you talking
I'm
about
like-
all
Fluidity
characters or
and
just the
stuff.
party?
Because if we're
I
talking
thought
about
we were
all
talking about
characters,
all
that probably changes me.
I was thinking all characters.
Oh,
Okay,
see, I was
okay.
just
If we're
thinking
talking about
characters.
all just the party,
I
I
was
think I
thinking
might
just
have
the
to go
party.
for. I don't know.
Donovan?
No.
It's because I play him. It's because
No.
I play
Okay,
him.
no. I'm thinking of as
I would
characters.
go-
I think Oz is pretty hot. If I'm just talking like
Yeah, I might have to
appearance-wise.
go with Oz.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Oz.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Oz is probably the hottest, like appearance-wise. But if I met Oz, I'd be
You
like,
said you're a
Tiefling.
pink tiefling? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if we're just going
With the
based on
drag- with the
appearance,
super
yeah, but no, you
dragon.
have to factor in personality as
Yeah,
well.
and see, like Oz is like.
Oh, I thought we were just doing looks.
No, I think we have to factor in
No,
personality.
looks
Looks
and
and personality.
personality
They
like
go
blend
together.
together
See, like-
in hot.
Okay, then I would have to go with Dave.
Like
Yeah, see, Oz has like a.
But I can't say that because I have bias towards Dave.
can
Just
said
because
bias
you're
towards
biased
Dave.
doesn't mean it's not true.
Exactly,
Okay.
but
Like,
Dave the hottest.
you know.
I don't remember what he
saying.
looks like is the problem.
Like,
He was
All right,
oh,
if
actually,
we're
I
gonna
could both
continue this
miniature.
debate much longer, I'm gonna keep playing Pokemon.
That's good.
No,
No,
we're
I
moving
think
on.
we're.
All right,
okay.
all right,
I'll
all right.
continue to think about it in my head.
well,
Okay, here's Dave.
Next time we have a break, we can continue the
Yes.
discussion.
See,
Sure,
I don't
sure,
like
sure,
Dave.
sure.
Okay,
like an
It might be.
Oompa.
that doesn't quite
Looks like
get
an
the
Oompa
look of
Loompa.
the
Okay, well, I
eye.
asked you, and I said, any changes do you want me to make? And you're like, no, this is perfect.
like an
you
Oompa
you
Loompa.
said the words, no,
It's just-
this is perfect.
Wait, what does
Just
Mike
the
look like?
way-
Forge
What does
has
Mike look
limits.
like?
It's perfect for Hero
yeah,
Forge.
it's just the way. Like I feel like Giblet would be a little different than
I don't
that
think
one,
any characters.
just because
on
of the
Hero
way
Forge
they
are
like
attractive.
they do that.
No.
Let me see.
Oh, I left my freaking.
Let's go back
No,
to
there's
Dave.
something about him that isn't quite right.
Oh, yeah,
All right, I'll pull up
that's-
Donovan
That's
in
mine.
case we're continuing this
Change his
debate.
hair to be white.
Sure.
Just a minifigure.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
I like
Okay.
the white hair look.
I don't know, Dave.
No.
Dave looks like an Oompa Loompa.
Let me
Yeah.
pull up Donovan.
Yeah, I
just in
think the
case.
green hair, especially because you were in spring a lot of the time.
No.
No, he actually-
Every single long
Winter.
rest, it changed.
Did
Yeah.
you change it every long dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
And
every
he
time he
announced it.
slept.
So
Yeah.
something cool because I announce it every time.
Uh-huh.
Something cool that I put in is that every day the season changed and it changed in reverse order.
So much.
So it went summer, spring, winter, fall.
Uh-huh.
Does he look
Okay.
this white hair?
He said white hair.
Let me see.
You know
Zoom
what?
in.
I
Wanna look at
actually
his
do.
face.
I actually think Donovan.
Yay!
If we're going based off of the hero,
What's Donovan
forge,
look like?
that's Donovan.
That's pretty good.
Two.
Yeah, I still think it's Goldman for me. Goldman or Oz.
Pull up Goldman.
Okay,
Pull up Oz.
I'll pull up both.
I was trying to see if I could. See,
I don't
think
this
that's
is
what
me
the
trying
skeleton
to.
See, I don't know.
And
But I'm trying to go there.
listen,
Just show
we're
this.
talking about
Oh,
why
if I
I'm
do
into
that,
it.
is that okay? Does that make it weird?
So what you're saying to me
This makes it
is
very
that you'd be
difficult.
right up there with Thanos and Deadpool.
yeah. Listen, Aubrey Plaza as Death.
Oh,
yes, please.
yes.
Yes, please.
That's
Aubrey
like a
Plaza as
lukewarm
Death
take.
Is like
Yeah, that's like
Wait,
that's
wait.
like extremely
Goldman.
lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's like
Even Death in the comics, she's so incredibly
Yes.
hot.
Again,
I don't know
that's
what you're
like
talking
I
about.
always
comics
remember
is hot.
seeing her as a
She
basically
is.
a very feminine-looking skeleton.
Goldman. Plus the cat, he
No.
still hasn't got it.
Disappointing.
I don't like
This is the
it.
best
Yeah.
I got
I don't
for
like
this.
it
Okay.
either.
I don't like the skull face.
I like the design, but I don't think he's
Listen.
hot.
listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm not
Listen.
listening.
Okay, hold on.
I'm
Let me
not
pull
I'll
up.
listening.
tell you.
Let me pull up
And
Oz.
his personality.
Okay, sorry, we
is
can
an
game. We can
That's
play
okay.
games.
All right.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and go because I.
Thank you.
Okay.
Unless Max, do you
No,
have?
no.
You have one
We
more
have to
thought.
put-
We
You
can
can pull
prove
up
that
Oz.
we can
Yeah,
prove
we
that
gotta
Oz
put
is
up-
actually the hottest.
You know what?
I think
yeah.
Oz might
I think
be.
Oz.
It's just Latina. It's because
We're-
Oz
all
is
the
Latina.
Donovan votes are gone.
Okay.
What can I say?
That's
Yeah.
90% of what
Are
it
you
is.
leaning into the exoticism because?
Listen, horns and the tail. That's cool.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. Okay, moving on.
Why do you think I always play tieflings?
It's always tieflings and drow, man.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
emails over this conversation. No, I'm just because nobody watches. I'm kidding. Though I've been posting a lot more things about learning communities, so it may be
Oh.
someday there may be admins who like get the random stream notifications.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so we're gonna play it by ear a little bit
All
on
right.
the visuals
Okay.
today.
If any of you are
So-
political science professors,
Wait, is that where
don't
we
watch
are?
this.
What?
Is that where we are, or is that?
It's
It's
complicated.
where some people are.
That's where some people are.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
Oh, is
That's
that
right.
the-
We're
I got out
outside.
of the prison.
Recap.
I'm still in it. I'm
No,
not.
we-
so
Where are we?
We're inside. We opened the
inside
door.
now?
you made it
right, we
inside
have the door.
a certain part of the
We're
tower,
built
which
so
is a
different.
different part of the tower from these guys.
Yeah.
So, when last we met, we had a quick demolishing of a surprisingly frail, compared to you all, squad of
Dragonflies.
large, was it bees or dragonfly? What was it? What did I do?
Dragonfly.
The dragonflies are inside. It's the wasps that
Oh,
were
yeah.
outside. So you guys demolished
Okay,
like
wasps.
5 of them. Wow. No, yeah. So they were more delicate than they appeared. They were large mechanical wasps that had that seemed to be that did stingers and poison clouds and that sort of thing. And so you all experienced that. Then you went and you did some exploration of the tower starting at the top and finally deciding to try entry at the bottom, at which point you found that there was some sort of combination lock that took a little bit to figure out, that required charging of symbols. Before you could, there was a series of banishment / chain lightning / there was a couple things that happened, I
yeah,
believe.
all of my, wait, how many thralls did I have?
One of them is trapped with us.
Yeah, one of them, and then I think the other
No,
4
you
are
only
with
took
me,
one.
right?
Oh yeah.
Box.
You know, I have, so my
You
main
skeletons.
thrall I left on the,
Yeah.
my zombie
Yeah.
I left on the ship.
They're all prime.
Yeah, and then I took my skeleton thralls with me.
Forgot to get my...
I forgot I had thralls. And then
I
one of
forgot
them
it was
is with
trapped.
you and not doing anything because I'm not there to give it instructions. The other 4 are with Giblet and I.
Mhm.
Because we're the best in the we may be the hottest, and I don't know where Giblet ranked, but
Yeah.
we're also the most competent.
I think it was the
Heck yeah.
cutest.
Yeah, so we might be the hottest and the cutest, but we're also the most competent.
I'm here only to spite Goldman, so.
Pullman's pretty competent when he wants to be.
And the whole reason I'm
Fire
here is
issue.
because you weren't
Yeah.
competent.
It's a
No.
user error.
Stop taking my popcorn.
Oh yeah, and there was we had
Yeah,
Serena
no.
created. All right, so
having
all that to
caramel.
say, you guys checked the
Yeah,
top section of
caramel.
the tower. There are bedrooms and bats. You remember seeing through this tiny little sliver like an archer window, but glassed or translucent material of some kind. You went to the bottom. You had fun with the door. You had to feed it magical energy. A couple of you did the combination wrong and either took damage or got banished to what appeared to be a prison level, which is what this is supposed to depict to the best of my ability because it's a map I have. So you are inside. So 3 of you, and that would be Mike, Ale, Donovan, and the Duke Goldman, are in what seems to be a section of the tower, presumably that would be a prison of sorts. Goldman Misty stepped through and went invisible, but that did activate what appears to be dragonfly-like drones who are swirling about. And Mike, Ale, and Donovan are still in the center, surrounded by what appears to be a 20-foot by 20-foot by 20-foot cube of force of sorts. So that's where you all are. And then there were a couple skeletons with you. I don't remember where I made notes of that, but I believe it was
I think
3.
there's
There's
one.
one.
There's one?
One upstairs with us.
Okay. Thought I had
Yeah,
that
one of my
written down,
thralls
but I'll
that's
put it down
incapable
if-
of doing
okay.
anything because I'm not there to give it orders.
Yeah.
Defend himself.
He can't defend himself. He has to, but
Yeah. Okay, and then So yeah, and then those the mechanical dragonflies are swirling about that room. They are black and have brass filigree on them. So flying around the room with you? So if you imagine the kind of box diamond as the prison. That's basically what you're in, and then Goldman is in one of these outer areas, and then the whole thing is kind of shelled around with different panels on the walls that these dragonflies came out of. And I believe it was 15 or so, if I'm remembering the number right. But yeah, so then when Oz and Giblet and the other 2, did you take skeletons with you that time? The other 2? The other
I
3?
have
3 or 4.
4.
How much bodies?
4?
I think it was 4 because of the
4.
5 bodies.
Yeah, because I use Dance Macabre, which I think is, I believe is.
That's right, and that lasts how long?
For now, up to an hour. I can
Okay.
recast it though.
All right, we'll say you got about 30-40 minutes.
Cool.
And that's Oz. So Oz and alternatively, Oz and come on now.
Yeah, but I did leave my zombie guy back on the ship. I think. Right?
Yes.
I left
Yeah.
him on the ship.
Yes.
No, you definitely did.
Yeah. Yeah, I left him there, and I don't remember what I told him to do. I think I told him to defend himself. I think is what I told him to do. I don't
Yeah.
remember though.
Oh, that's pretty dark. Sorry, I don't know how to make that any brighter, except by turning out the lights, which is not something I can do from here. Plus, who wants to do that? I got nothing. Hold on. Does that make it any easier to see? It does not.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make it easier to see, but this is, you guys are in what looks like you step through, you get pulled through into this, what appears to be a terrarium that is a forest. Okay,
You could send it in the Discord so we can see it.
I know. Or, Max, will you just kick the lights off for a minute over there? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Just for what it's worth. Yeah. Sorry, one moment.
We're going.
Oh, whoa.
We'll put it back on in a minute. I'm sorry. But yeah, so okay, and then so you can kick that back on. So you all basically bamf into a what appears to be a limited terrarium, that is meant to look like a forested glade. I don't know.
No, we think
I think we need it on.
I think we generally need it. Actually, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it was
Cool.
just to look at the picture.
Yeah, it's for just that moment. So you all are in, you all bamf into what appears to be a very green forest space that does seem to be limited by walls. I think the overall dimensions are something that feels like 50 or 60 feet in all directions kind of thing. Or like 60-foot
Like radius.
diameter? Radius. 60-foot radius.
So 120 diameter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, 120-foot diameter. So with that, so it's a large forested area that appears to be something like, a terrarium. As you enter in, there is, you can sense a lot of movement around you, and there do appear to be biological things, like you can sense it, but your eyes are still adjusting. The light is a little dimmer. There are what appear to be glowing lights around this area. So those are the two scenes we come into.
Okay.
Just as
Who
dropping
are we
in.
starting with?
That's such a good question. I think.
We can start with the action since I think they're actually like actively in like kind of combat, aren't they?
Not really. I'm just have. How long does invisibility last? Like 3 hours?
Oh, that's right. Like little coward, you turn
1
invisible.
hour, I think.
Okay.
1 hour.
And I'm gonna unplug this for the time being. So I just wanted to show you guys that.
Like Oz wouldn't go invisible too.
Oz doesn't have invisibility, so Oz wouldn't.
Oz would get stung by a bunch of dragonflies.
I don't think they have stingers.
They can bite.
Do they?
Yeah.
What can buy?
Dragonflies can bite people.
Oz would get bitten by a bunch of dragonflies. Then.
Yeah, Oz would. Oz would probably die.
Okay, so in the room with Mike, Ale, Donovan, and Duke. The Duke's invisible. I think you had gone up to do an investigation on.
The dragonfly pods.
On the
They're
pods.
like magic charging pods.
Yes, basically.
And then I think I was looking around for an exit. Or maybe like some kind of arcane means of an exit.
Yeah, and you couldn't find anything immediately that looked like it went somewhere else on this as you walked around the edge invisibly. So what is what are Donovan and Mike Ale doing?
I don't really have any spells to get me out of this.
Yeah, neither do I.
Had there been some sort of panel on the floor you were kicking at or something? I can't remember. No, that was just on the wall. Okay. Just making sure I didn't space monkey something. Yeah.
So, the force wall is unbreakable, correct?
I mean, is that an assumption your character's making, or do you
Yes.
have things that could try and break it?
We tried breaking
You
it.
tried attacking it physically?
No, I just asked you to fly
I
up
hit
to
it,
see.
and it went boom.
Oh, it did bounce off. You're right.
And so, I'm thinking we try to break out of the bottom. I got a war pick. That's got to break some sort of stone. I'm gonna Minecraft this. My character doesn't say that because
Okay.
Your character's the inventor of Minecraft.
it's gonna be big in a few years.
It's this board game we played in the Underdark.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're gonna make an attack on the floor. Is that what I hear?
Yes.
Okay.
I need dice.
Behind you.
Lovely.
Funny that I need dice too.
Why do you
I think
need
it's
dice?
in. I
Is
think
it
it's in that
damage?
box on the right.
Other box, Karen.
Yeah.
Or wouldn't it be in the box with the miniatures?
Sometimes. If it's not right there, then yes.
I don't see it. Let me move some things.
I didn't run a game on Thursday, and I just did a bunch of kind of housekeeping things and got snacks. So
Yeah, I don't see nothing.
All right, so yeah, they're over. Yeah, actually, I can see them. They're over there. My little. So yeah, if you want to unplug. But so you're gonna make an attack roll. That's cool. Michael, how are you thinking of working with this predicament here?
Sorry, I'm looking up one of the spells I have. See what it does.
All right.
Except the Wi-Fi sucks.
I know the signal's here. Is...
So it is better in this room than I think Library 104. At least maybe that's just self-service. But
There we go. Well, I will just do one thing that I do best.
okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hit something with my big ass sword.
Okay, so you see Donovan kind of reaching over his head, about to smash into the floor.
I'm gonna test out the force field
Okay.
looking thing. See if I can really
I can
deal some
do a
damage.
spell that takes the
Okay.
whole entire room. I think it's funny. I was just reading through
So-
the spells.
Both of you are making attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, we could make this room so that Goldman couldn't come. My thralls couldn't be in here,
Oh yeah,
but Goldman also couldn't come in here, so
yeah.
that's worth it.
15 to hit.
We should do that
15
to
to
the
hit.
ship.
So
You
you
should.
strike,
Wouldn't it?
and the
Goldman's
weapon
just gonna
bounces
jump off the
off.
ship and
It,
disappear
it
forever.
doesn't seem to do
Oh
any damage.
no,
no.
the second hottest character. That's too bad.
Alright, my attack roll?
Yeah.
It's gonna miss. That's a 2 plus my modifier.
What's that give us the total of?
Let me check. That's a good question. Plus 10, so 12.
Okay, well, it's a good thing it's a plus 10. All right, yeah. So the angle doesn't quite swing right as you try and avoid smashing your own ankle. Yeah, that's always nice.
If only you had your healer.
Do you want to get banished too?
Okay, so with that, so we've looked around for obvious exits. I think your investigation check or perception check, whichever one you did not avail last time. Your smashing at the wall of force didn't seem to yield any results, and you know that your blow wasn't particularly targeted, and seems to be struggling to say that on that first hit. The dragonflies are still swarming around.
15 to hit for an Eldritch Blast on the
I think
force
this would
field.
help.
What was it?
15 to hit for an Eldritch Blast on the force field.
I don't think that'll do anything either.
Wow. Well, we're already on the ethereal plane, so I don't.
Well, like for this building.
No, we're on the Shadowfell.
Yeah, we're in the Shadowfell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. We could
Yeah.
see into the ethereal plane as well. I honestly don't know if we need it.
True.
If we, I mean, I have true sight within 10 feet.
Oh, yeah,
Says
true.
Olivia.
Yeah.
As
You're all good.
blind sight. True sight
Oh,
is what lets you see into the ethereal plane.
Oh,
But the difference
yeah.
between true sight
You need
and
me to
blind
unplug,
sight
I
is
got
the
some
ability
good
to
battery
see into
life
the
now.
ethereal plane. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're functionally the same.
I can take a long rest and then escape. Switch out my spell. I'm definitely taking freaking
Misty Step.
Misty Step after this.
I think I opted to swap in Misty Step finally because I was like, I think it'll just be useful to have.
It's useful in almost every situation.
Yeah.
Did I? Oh no, I think I didn't decide to take it, but I did take Far Step.
No, that's still pretty
Is
cool.
like Misty Step, but
Different in some way that I can't remember.
it's different in that it's a 5th level spell, but it lets you do it multiple times throughout the like the duration of the spell, if I remember correctly. So that's why it's a 5th level spell.
Okay. So, secondary. What's Goldman gonna do from here?
I'm gonna see if I can find a way to turn the force field off.
Okay. So, you can make an investigation or an Arcana check based on looking at the panel or trying to investigate the room further.
What's my Arcana? I'm gonna do investigation.
Okay.
23.
Okay. With a 23, as you're looking at the some of the arcane sigils, along with I think what I had said was kind of like the Minecraft style redstone lines or whatever embedded into these little pods. You start kind of trying to follow them, and you end up with a 23. You work your way a quarter of the way through around the tower until you reach a panel that seems to have some controls inside it. And so you can recognize basically 4 different arcane sigils in like a box pattern, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do I know what they do? Oh wait, actually, I can read all languages. So what do they say?
That's interesting. Because that means even if it were unique to the maker, you would still technically be able to. Because it's like all. Because yeah, what's the language of what's the language of that ability?
Let me see.
Does it have?
Eyes of the Runekeeper, you can read all writing.
Okay, so that's really interesting. It's like so. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's like whatever the intentional. That means. So does that mean like if someone were like an insane person and scribbled, but the intention of their scribble you'd be able to read because it technically is writing?
I don't know about that.
Because
I think it's more like I can read Draconic even if I don't speak it, or I can read whatever language it is.
So, does it have to be an official language, or can it be someone's unique system?
It says I can read all writing. That is all it says.
Right. Which okay,
Eyes
so
of
then
the
I
Runekeeper.
would take that to mean what I said. Like
It is
even
a-
if that you're basically
Yeah, it's also called Eyes of the Runekeeper, so I would guess that means runes as well.
yeah. It's just whether they're unique. So I was trying to think of someone's unique. Like if they created their own writing system, coding system, basically.
Somehow I can read it.
That's really interesting. So the applied linguist studier, and like researcher inside of me goes, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever. That also might have changed the thing at the front door too, possibly. But I didn't think about that at the time, so good to know. Made it more fun.
Yeah.
So you see 4 symbols that you know mean. Like one says activate, deactivate,
Okay.
basically, and the other says power up, or what is it? One says defense, and one says aggressive, and one says defensive.
Are any of them like glowing right now? Like that? Like are they activated? Can I tell?
You would see the activated and the defensive have more be like
Yeah,
activated, powered, whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna press the defensive. Like just press the button.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna press deactivate.
As you press deactivate, the drones will fly off into their individual pods, land, their wings kind of, and then the pods close back down behind them. And you, I'm sorry, I'm gonna steal Mike Ale for this. Mike Ale's like leaning, like his eldritch. Actually, we'll make this fun. Roll a d100. If it's under 15.
I was like, he's leaning against you, he falls down.
51.
All right. Your Eldritch Blast passes through as you deactivate the Wall of Force, and just strikes one of the walls randomly. If it was low enough, I was going to have him strike you, because that's fun. But yeah, he had shot an Eldritch Blast that I hadn't said what happened on.
Like, guys, we can shoot magic through the force field.
Yeah! I don't have magic.
Oh, well, I can.
Is there anything you can shoot? Can you see
Perhaps
anything?
you should
useful?
try walking through it.
No. We already tried that.
I'm also invisible, so...
Did
Yeah,
that
just
any
where's
of the
the
greater,
echoing voice?
invisibility?
Huh?
Greater invisibility?
Just regular invisibility.
I couldn't remember if an action deactivates.
Oh yeah, does a user
I think
action?
it's just attacking or casting a spell.
I believe it's just, yeah.
All right, then he is invisible. Yeah, that's right.
Where's Goldman coming from? Show yourself.
Yeah, attacks or casts.
Weird skeleton man. Who are
I'm
you?
gonna
Oh,
sneak over
Goldman's
and just
here?
tap you on the shoulder.
So you've walked through what was the Wall of Force.
Yeah.
So I did. No.
Now, if you're done messing around, perhaps we could find an exit out of here, a way to proceed. Find
walk
this
through
wizard.
walls?
I don't know. He's already dead.
Are you a ghost now?
I'm not a ghost. Now, start looking around.
But the walls.
The walls are gone.
You deactivated them.
Yes, I deactivated them.
All right. That's something I can work with.
All right.
I was hoping you were. I was afraid you were dead.
It's not that easy to kill me.
I assure you the same. And I walk through. Cautiously.
There is no longer a Wall of Force, a prison of force there.
Perception check for looking around for anything that stands out. Exit, lever, something.
I could go press the aggressive button, see what that does.
19.
Do the what?
Hit the aggressive button.
A 19 total?
Yes.
Well, you walked over, you left the panel to
Yeah.
tap on his shoulder, though?
Yeah.
19 total, you said?
Yes.
And what are you looking for? And this is perception or investigation?
Perception. I'm looking for like anything that could lead to our way out, like maybe a lever, door,
Okay.
something like that.
So now that he's deactivated the Wall of Force, you still see kind of what appear to be just like the paneled floor, these various pods that you saw the dragonflies kind of tuck back into. And now that the Wall of Force has been deactivated, you can see how there's a line on one portion of the pods that's opposite the control panel that the Duke had been at, and so there's what appears to be an etching that is now glowing. Presumably, him deactivating the defenses allowed it to appear, and so yeah.
What's that?
It's basically like a cascaded stairway, but it's still just lines of light.
I think they're called stairs.
Perhaps they're invisible ones. Why don't you take a step?
Why don't you take a step?
Actually, I'm
Howard,
invisible.
step in.
I'm gonna go take a step, because if I fail, they can't see it.
Unless they just incinerate you on the spot.
That would be bad. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take a step.
Okay. You go over to where the tower has these kind of glowing lines on the wall. You go to step as if nothing happens.
Yes, it works. Come up.
Do we trust the invisible man?
Can I make a hearing perception check to tell where he's talking from?
We'll use the 19. He's in the right spot. He seems to be near the base of
But he
that.
sounds like he's on ground level and not at a higher level. That's more of what I'm trying to tell.
Make
sound
another
like
roll with
actually-
disadvantage because he's invisible. Make another perception, but he's invisible.
But I'm going based off sound, not sight.
I know,
Okay.
but it's still.
Oof. First roll was a 20. Second roll was still a 15 though, so that'll be a 22 total.
Okay. Yeah, he's at the bottom. He's still standing on the flat ground.
Why are you on the ground then?
I'm waiting for you to go up. You're the defensive guy. You have the big armor. I'm not going up first. I'll get incinerated.
They can't even tell you're there.
That's not gonna stop me from triggering traps.
Check for traps.
It's your job to check for traps.
Check for
I'm
traps,
not the
then I'll
most
go.
perceptive out of us. Check for traps. I disarm the traps. I don't find them.
I'll find him, and I start
Okay.
going up the stairs.
You start trying to go up the stairs
Yes.
that are presumably invisible, and you just stomp to the ground. It's a little awkward as you go to step on where these.
I don't know what's going on.
So there were yeah. So
It's an illusion.
So you kind of go to step as if there were stairs, where based on the lines you see kind of highlighted on the wall, but there are no actual invisible stairs.
Where do they lead?
So there are lines that they lead up.
To
It-
is there
you-
a trapdoor or a hole? Is
There's
there-
nothing currently visible. You just see basically what looks like a Tetris piece of lines on the wall.
Did you see anything else while you were snooping around?
Other than the control panel and the...
There's a control panel.
yes, that's how I turned off the force field and the
I-
You think the control
bugs.
panel can turn on the
I don't have a
stairs?
pencil.
I had 4 buttons.
cast
A
see
activate,
invisibility.
deactivate, and aggressive
I
and
forgot I have that.
defensive.
Nice. You can see Goldman.
I can see
The...
Goldman, but there's no stairs there.
No stairs. No invisible stairs.
What'd you do?
I can see you now. for
He
starters.
casts see invisibility.
You can't see invisibility. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no stairs there.
Of course there's not.
Can I make a perception check around the room, see if anything got revealed through that?
Okay.
I could
Natural
go...
20.
What's your total?
27.
Wow. With see invisibility, does it give you more than just see invisibility? Is it like one of those? There's like added things.
No, that would be true seeing, I think.
Okay,
It's
that's what I was
just
thinking of. Okay,
invisibility.
cool.
You think maybe illusions?
So with a 27, at the top and bottom of what looks like this kind of 5-step highlighted stairwell, there are very small, like half-inch round silver nodes, one at the bottom and one at the top. And they are almost imperceptible because of the texturing of the panels and everything. But you do notice one at the bottom and one at the top that of like what appear to be like 5 Minecraft-style stairs. Kind of since we're doing this.
It also allows me to see into the ethereal plane. They see
invisibility?
Yes.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
wild. I forgot
ethereal
about that. That's
creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent.
I didn't think see invisibility did that.
Neither did I.
Huh.
right. All right, can I make an investigation check for illusions? Like just to look and see if anything here is an illusionary wall, an illusionary.
Yeah, this only has to do with invisible, not illusions.
That's why I'm checking.
Um,
Just a 12.
Okay.
Do you want to check?
so you said like
For
maybe there's 2
illusions?
silver
Yeah.
nodes at the bottoms and top.
I don't think
One at
there's
the
any
bottom, one at the
illusions. I've already looked around
Okay.
pretty hard.
Can I get down on my hands and knees and like investigate this one here at the bottom? Just like I don't know, like touch it with my finger or something,
Look at
poke it, see if it does anything to it.
How hard do you poke it?
No, just like you would press a button, just like
Yeah. So if you press the button on the little node button on the bottom toward the floor, a part of the floor that you're almost like your elbow is half leaning on opens up and displays a series of steps on a metal stairway.
So downward stairs.
Downward stairs.
Also,
Want to go downstairs?
this lasts an hour with no concentration.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind. Is that the see invisibility?
Yes.
Okay.
All in favor of going downstairs?
You got another direction to go?
Nope. I walk downstairs.
That's where we can find the other 2.
Okay.
Hopefully they haven't killed themselves.
And then
All right.
if you want to move over to them, I think that'd be
Yeah.
a good
Yeah, they're lost
transition.
two best fighters.
As you all, you all start heading down the stairs in this curved tower. Meanwhile, Oz and Meadow are in a meadow. No, not quite. So Oz and Giblet have appeared. What's your kind of, as you enter this green space with foliage around and there's a sense of creatures around you, but it's taking a moment to kind of adjust to your surroundings. What's your first?
Is there anything else in there? Just
Can we look
green?
around?
So you can make a perception check.
Yeah, we'll also be doing that.
You're probably gonna be better at that than me.
21.
Yeah, I
Though-
couldn't roll that. 4.
Okay. Though Oz has the fancy form of sight that might help here.
I have
Yeah, but I
dark
can't
vision.
percept well.
So both of you are going to see these things in a different way. So it takes a minute for you to see, but there's basically large praying mantis-like creatures, and there's like a dozen of them kind of scattered around on your side, and then on the opposite wall, you also see kind of up on the wall what appear to be large, like 7-foot wingspan moths kind of flat against the far side of the terrarium. So this side you've got like this half, it's almost like there's this dozen terrarium and or a dozen praying mantises, mantisi. Anyways, you've got these that are like 8 feet. They're not ankegs, but they kind of have the size of one. And then on the far side, you have moths. You would see the glowing outline of creatures, right? And these would just have, check my notes.
I think it's red, right?
It's probably just the red is what I was thinking. I just want to make sure I didn't distinguish here. That's how long ago that was. But yeah, just the basic. I think it's the basic. Actually, these would be a little bit darker red. Yes.
Red. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
It's a little bit darker red. And then you hear so there is one more thing, and in a sing-songy voice. Sorry, I have to commit. It takes a minute to commit to this particular one. Hello and welcome to my tower. They'll eat you if you don't sing. I know it's kind of strange to think, but it's part of my experiment. Come join.
It's a musical episode, guys.
Oh my god, it is!
Alternatively, I can make you like one of these here. If you'd like to change into a praying mantis, blink once, but don't have any fear.
Lean over to Giblet.
Great. I regret everything.
So can we not blink?
Can we not blink anymore?
Do we have to walk? I'm whispering to Giblet, hoping that if they would open the
Are you?
whispering
So make a stealth check
Oh no, I'm not very good.
for the whisper.
I'm just gonna be going like
16. Very good.
Where are my d20s?
Not very good.
oh
I'm
god.
just gonna do one roll for each group here. Meh. That was an 11. All right. I think you're okay right now.
Giblet, can we not blink? Do we have to? I don't think I understand what the situation is here.
I have message.
Oh wait, I can communicate telepathically.
Oh my
What
god,
am I doing?
communicate
I'm gonna stop whispering and just communicate.
Oh wait, I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's right. I forget that I can communicate telepathically.
Can I,
If you
like,
want, I'll
talk back?
polymorph you.
I actually don't think you can talk back,
Am I
but
not
you
allowed
have
to talk back?
message, which is a
True.
cantrip.
Oh yeah.
We both have message.
Does it have verbal component?
I think you still need to talk for message.
I'm just checking.
Oh.
It's a whisper, though, you know. So
Let me check.
I can't remember. I
but
don't
I
know if
know
it
I-
actually
It's not very
counts.
stealthy.
But I know
so...
I can straight up just
Yeah.
beam information into your
Okay.
mind. So I'm gonna beam into Giblet's mind and be like, I don't know why I was whispering. I can just do this.
Messages vocal.
Okay, yeah. So if you
Yeah.
want to talk back,
I can't talk.
You can still whisper, but yeah, I mean,
You can
Giblet
talk in your
is not
mouth.
stealthy.
Can you read thoughts?
I would need to
do the
Cast.
cast the spell.
cast.
I thought you could detect like basic thoughts.
Might have.
I think do I have a pen and paper? I feel like I would have a piece of paper. I have a prayer book and a pen.
Just
A
start
battle
running
soon
over.
might now be occurring.
You guys gotta sing
These
up, praying
two
mantis. They're gonna get you.
species don't get along. I've tried to see if I can cultivate
I'm just.
friendliness, but alas.
I was wrong. That rhymes.
I was wrong. I just think I'm just gonna write in the corner of my prayer book to Oz, saying I think we're gonna have to sing.
I'm not accustomed to visitors. I
I
hope
honestly
you
just want to
aren't
keep going
put
back
out.
and forth, just so I can hear Greg sing more stuff
It
again.
was pretty funny. 1 second, I'm trying to
Just continue
remember.
contemplating, being like,
It's messed up.
Yeah, no, I can only beam
It's-
stuff
it's
into
just- it's,
your mind.
It's not that I mind, it's just a little, it takes a bit. Like, I have to
takes a
work up
bit,
my
yeah.
singing courage, which is different than actually
Yeah,
having
no,
like
it just
a
says
voice.
I can
Oh, I know.
telepathically speak. I don't think
know-
they
you
can
know.
speak back to me.
I
I would have to
singing's my
actually
least
like
favorite.
detect thoughts. Which I mean, I guess I could detect thoughts, but I don't really
I
want.
think we're gonna have to sing.
I think that is extremely.
You have to sing.
I'm beaming this into your mind. You want me to go? That seems unfair. You're the theater person. I haven't been in theater in so long.
Singing is my least favorite part about theater.
It was mine too. What do you want
I
from
can
me?
make funny faces with singing. I can't.
I was also-
I can't read sheet music,
That
Jackie.
was also my worst part. There was a reason I
Comes
never.
full circle.
There was a reason I was never the actual lead. I played
Okay.
character roles.
Okay.
Just sing parts of songs that already exist that kind of make sense.
No, that seems worse.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We can dance.
Go
if
for
we
it.
want.
Okay.
You can leave your friends behind.
I was gonna do
And
Hey
if
There,
they don't dance,
Delilah.
they don't-
Go for it.
they make their friends
You're just
fly.
gonna sing Hey There, Delilah?
Hey there, random person. I don't know what to say. Is there an exit that you could portray?
That actually kind of worked.
I'm just gonna stop there.
Nice. That was really solid.
It
Alright.
did rhyme.
It was good. Let's see. Okay.
Hayden gave me the idea.
That was actually good, yeah.
Certain things must run their course. I'm sorry to have put you out, but I can't put you out just yet. And as you kind of adjust and your perception kind of starts to recognize, this person has like it's like
Can
a
we see the person?
so
Or no?
it's
like
like
a disembodied
full
voice.
body paint
Oh.
camouflage. So if you
Oh.
think of PETA, if you think of PETA in Hunger
Yeah.
Games, but like full body, so full body makeup and camouflage, and
Like standing against the wall or like.
it's he's kind of like leaned up against a tree, and he doesn't quite fit. Like you had a high enough perception, you can see
Yeah.
him, and you can sense that he's got a medium
His
pink.
outline.
Um,
Pink?
well, it's like it's like red. He's alive. He's alive.
I was gonna say, aren't I like. Wait, what am I? I always forget what I am.
What on?
There
Yeah.
is a
Oh, magenta, that's right. Pink. What's pink?
it's like sorry.
A
I
light
meant like
red.
as opposed to darker red. Like the things around are darker red, and he is just kind of a red. It's not like a.
Just red?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's alive. There are so Oz wouldn't see this part as much, but Giblet with high perception does notice that he seems to have kind of curled horns, and has the shape of. You can't tell if it's like, is this a half satyr, half tiefling? I'm not sure. The body makeup and kind of disguising for this is a little bit hard to read. Yeah, but something like that.
I had to think of pop music songs that I know.
I know, I'm like
Pop-
trying to think. I
pop
was like, what do
music
I
or
even say?
Theater songs.
So careful now, they're about to move. I'll do my best to keep them calm. Yeah. I've tried to help them barter a truce.
Doing great, Greg. You're doing great.
Thanks. I don't know why I did this
I
to
don't even know
myself,
what
though.
to ask him right now.
I don't know what to ask him.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Are they gonna fight each other?
I hope not. I've been training them against aggression, don't you know? If you move off to the left, I'll find a way for you to go. Singing's better if you want to avoid their dangerous taunt.
Okay.
I find they're calmer with these sounds. Melody is hard for them to understand.
Okay. I can just think of songs.
I'm sorry, Max. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. I'm fascinated. I'm just glad I'm not down there.
I
know.
can't wait for us to get down
I'm
there.
not heading
I gotta think. I just gotta.
Keyword
I know. I'm
being
trying to
yes.
think. Well, okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of A. what
Goldman's
to ask,
immediately gonna be
yes.
like,
and
I'm
then how
not
to
doing
sing.
this.
Okay, let's figure out what to ask, and then I can probably
Coleman just goes in
find
and
a song.
kills everything.
Yeah.
So it's
Like,
a random
I'm
person.
gonna come in and go,
Okay.
just go ruthlessness, mercy
What did you mean by
upon
that?
us.
Their taunts.
Is he just trying to come
You
up
gotta,
with
you
a-
gotta listen to Epic.
I think they're
Hmm?
gonna.
You gotta listen to the Odyssey musical.
So what are we doing?
We're trying to figure. This is our plan of how we're gonna.
Yeah, we're
go
trying to figure
at
out
this.
A, what we
We're
need
gonna
to
figure
ask.
out what we need to ask, and then we're gonna figure out how to put it out into song.
Okay, do you want to make an insight check, or are you guys doing good?
Actually, can I make an insight check? I am really good at insight, and I need to make
I
more
actually
insight
think
checks.
I'm pretty good at insight too.
Oh, the
Okay.
little baby dice.
No, actually, I didn't put any points on insight.
26.
Go for it.
Okay. And what are you trying to glean with insight?
What is insight? That's the real question.
Insight is like
Social perception is what I call it.
that's
Okay.
a great way to
Kinda,
describe it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
What the fuck is going on?
what
here?
is going on with this dude? That is
So
like, I am just trying to find any information I can.
so as you kind of take in your surroundings and try and like synthesize the information, there, you're sensing that these two species do seem to be a bit on edge, whether it's the subtle fluttering of wings or twitching of antennae, whether it's there's something about the way the mantises are scratching their little things together.
We know
And
them.
then this dude, you're like, well, he said he was doing some sort of like experiment, and you notice he's got some sort of thing that he's making some sort of note on, but but he's kind of moving his hand like this, and there are lights flashing as he does.
Okay. First
Okay.
thing is,
First thing is,
what
We
do
need
you
to
mean they're taunt? I'm quite confused.
that actually was good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah. Well, you see, they like to fight. These two in the wild. I've raised them since they were small and made them extra large. I thought it'd be fun and help me explore the power of Arcany.
Arcane.
Arcany. Arcane. The arcane. And he whispers, it's not a perfect science. And when he does, like
They immediately
he
just, like,
doesn't
maul
whisper.
him.
It causes the one like right next to him to like turn really fast, like Velociraptor style.
Okay.
I'm just playing. No.
Musical.
I know.
What is it? You don't have to. Is it Psych that does that, or what's?
What?
Never. Oh no, there's like a VeggieTales does that too, but it's a musical.
Yeah.
Anyways, never
There's
mind.
also something
I
something
love
rotten.
Something rotten.
Yeah.
I know. I've been
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
think of
yeah,
like
yeah.
so. Yeah, I was like, okay, I can whip
There's
out
something
76
rotten.
trombones. What else can I think of that has like
Um,
easy enough tune to fit stuff to?
There's I know
You guys
Beetlejuice.
continue to
I know
trudge down a
Beetlejuice.
dark hallway that's lit
Like,
with
all
an
you gotta
orange
do is say my
line of
name.
stairs
Go
that kind of
ahead,
act like
jump, but that won't stop
an
them.
orange rope light, like in theater down the wall, like in theaters down
I know a
the
lot of
wall to
musicals.
show
I was
where
gonna
the
say I know a
stairs
lot
are.
of musicals, and then as soon as I'm asked to like think about it, I'm like, I don't know.
I could sing the musical that I'm in right now.
Yeah,
one's
well,
hard.
fit your questions to it.
Yeah.
I got one question out. That's all I got.
Okay. We just need to find an exit. If we help, like,
To the left, to the left.
That works.
Everything you want.
in a box to the left.
There it is. That was a blend of two different things, I think, there.
No,
But
that's
yes.
what-
That's
song.
Was it
That's
in that song?
a good
Okay.
song.
But either way, yeah. So
Like
do you
a
guys
left.
start
To the
moving
left.
to the left like he
Yes.
indicated, like
Yeah.
there's a thing over
Yup,
there?
yup.
To the
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
But very cautiously.
Yeah.
cool. And as you do, so you move. It takes a little bit to kind of walk around the bushes. Do you Are you trying to move quietly? Are you trying to sing as you
cautiously.
move? How are you
He
doing
did
that?
say we should sing, didn't we?
Can we like shuffle our feet to make a tune with our like?
Like tap dance?
You just say go tap dance right now, Meadow. Meadow,
I
you
am
say,
wearing heels right now. I
Meadow, you
can't
say you
tap
like
dance in my
dancing. Yeah,
heels.
go tap dance for us, Meadow.
I can't tap dance in my heels.
Shuffle, hop, step. Shuffle, hop, step.
You could do a
Toe,
time
heel,
step.
heel, toe. Toe, heel, heel,
You could do
toe.
drawbacks. Those are easy.
Yeah.
Drawbacks, just go.
Yeah.
Or
just,
pullbacks.
Yeah.
Okay, is that what you guys do to, as
Yeah,
you travel?
we're creating a little tune as we go.
All right, make a performance check.
Oh, wasn't Oz like actually like really? Oz was really good at dancing with the one guy.
If you feel like dancing, we're dancing night away.
We can
This is probably worse than this. I'm 17.
I got a 5.
What?
Giblet's got a 5.
Giblet isn't very good at dancing. Oz is still pretty decent at dancing.
All right, let's
Giblet's crying. Giblet's gonna fall back.
Oh
Okay. Well, you're in luck.
me.
One of the creatures got a nat 1 on their awareness. One of them. So the moths don't really respond. The mantises seem to. Okay, so what was yours though, actually?
no. 17.
Okay, so 5 and 17.
Remember me.
So Oz seems to kind of move out ahead as Giblet seems to struggle with the steps there. As Giblet struggles,
They're
the
singing Giblet.
mantises seem to move in your direction, trying to mimic both of your movements.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a little dancing troupe.
If Giblet start, I want Giblet to go like.
And then you hear the creature, you hear the camouflaged horned guy say, "Weird science." Sorry, I couldn't resist.
That's good.
And he seems to be trying to slowly move with them as well. So the praying mantises are moving in your direction, following your steps.
You know what this reminds me of? That like Ice Age Ice Age, where like Sid and like the other sloths are doing the like, and then they repeat after
Yeah.
Oh,
him. When he's in that like
been a
weird.
while since
It's been
I saw
such a
Yeah,
while.
when he's like basically ham boning.
Yeah.
Those are really funny.
Yeah.
That's basically what this is.
So while this is happening, as you three head down the stairs, new stairs continue to open up in front of you every time you step. And so you get about 6, and they have like a 1 foot by 1 foot tread. So they're bigger steps, and they do kind of travel down steeply, which about a 45-degree angle on a curve around the edge of the tower.
Yeah.
For those who need the sort of details.
Let's go somewhere
Extruded
else
from the
where
wall.
we're not
No,
in
I'll stop.
danger.
But after you get
And then
basically
we
where
could
your head would be
potentially help
below
him
the
with his
first
issue.
set of stairs, it closes in behind you. As new stairs open up, the old ones close it down. And
yeah.
as you travel, you eventually the
have
the
epic,
floor
but I'm
opens
just like,
up and a new stair pops out, but you
I
can
know
see into the top of what appears to be a very tall room, like 60 feet tall, with a variety of trees and greenery and flora and fauna.
And we're going down, right?
Yeah, so you're kind of traveling down at a curve around the edge of the tower, and you're moving into a room that seems to be fairly tall and have a bunch of greenery. And as the stairs pop out, you see that you're entering. Yeah, so that's the first. So the floor starts to open up into a room that has green stuff in it. So what would you then do at that point?
See, I can think of songs.
Looks nice.
and I can
Who had
think
gone
of-
down the
I
stairs
can think of
first?
I think I
ways
did.
to put them in a
Okay.
situation,
So
but
what
not in the
would
way
Donovan
that-
do first?
Like
He's
if Giblet
just
had a
walking
thing
along.
right now, Giblet could find.
He's
like,
kind of
pop
having
up,
a bad day, but his day's got better. He got out of the
talking to- with
horse
the
cage
song.
that was ruining
Yeah.
his day.
I let you out.
Plus,
I
didn't
used
know
my
which
mind
stats.
powers
I think
to make
I
you
got
let me out.
pretty lucky with just asking about like what was going on, but that was really it.
Yeah.
But I think we got an exit. We got an exit.
All right,
We got an
so
exit plan.
Donovan just
I'm about to pull
continues
out
to
Epic.
trudge down the steps.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Are you just like you just until the steps stop showing up, or until you're on the ground floor? Like, what would be the?
Until we reach ground floor.
Actually, while we're walking down, can I see them?
So make a perception check.
10.
Okay. And then what is just real quick? What's Michael doing? Were you second or last?
I think
You would have been last.
why
'Cause
not
I would have
second?
gone before you.
Yeah, but I want to be protected on both sides.
Oh, okay.
Coward.
Okay.
He originally went second, but I squeezed my way in.
Okay,
Watch,
alright.
I'll stab you in the back. Not really.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just kind of looking around like, I love greenery.
Okay, so make a perception check. And yeah.
16.
Okay. So I think between the two of you, like as you guys start heading down the steps, the first thing you notice is that you can see familiar figures seemingly dancing through the greenery. And I think you two would be focused on you especially,
Yes.
like Giblet would definitely be focused on the steps.
Uh-huh.
Oz might notice that this. were you like bad phone? What was that?
No, I was paying attention. What's up?
So aside from dancing, is Oz doing anything else as they're moving to the left?
I assume not.
Okay,
I
kind of
think-
just focused on not tripping and that kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Because I think we're just trying to get out. Because I think Giblet and I's thought was we get out of here someplace where we don't have to sing to communicate with this guy. Because we're struggling real bad.
Okay.
All right, so
I have one more thing to ask this dude.
what do you got?
I can do this. I'm using Epic. Okay.
Okay,
Odyssey musical.
Odyssey musical.
all right.
It's the only one
It's
that I can
super
think
cool.
of right now. How much longer till must we continue this? How much longer till we can stop singing? There's my one line.
It's pretty good.
Good. I'm tired.
Well, who says we need to stop? It's kind of fun, don't you think?
No.
Not when you're not great at it.
Does that count as singing?
You're doing wonderfully, I think. And it'll be over in a blink.
I want to get one to just start blinking.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, weren't we supposed to not blink?
Not literally, you see? Are those friends of yours up there?
Yoo-hoo.
So you three see them dancing and hear Giblet kind of sing-songy a little bit. And as you're walking down, so they're about 50 feet up from you, coming out of the ceiling as stairs kind of one by one stop in front of them. Well, I see you've come through the front door a number of different ways. Your friends must not have been as bright as you.
Listen here, you little.
No, they're not. That's for sure.
I hope you come in peace, or I'll have to send these after you too.
No, we come in peace, bro.
Yeah, how close are we to them?
So you guys are now
Immediately just,
about,
like, swarm.
we'll say you're like at 40
like,
feet,
mall-like.
and as with your perception checks, they're enough to notice that there are oversized moths kind of off to your left, about a quarter of the way around, and then Oz and Giblet are, let me see if that's there. They're kind of heading in your direction, like if the stairs keep going, they're running and they're going to run into Oz and Giblet. But you do see behind them a little bit of movement. The Duke, it's almost like just leaves kind of moving. Your perception wasn't big enough. But with a 16, it's high enough to see, like, every now and then you see what looks like an oversized...
Praying mantis?
Well, I was trying to describe it, like, because he wouldn't necessarily be able to see the whole thing. It would look like, what's the word for bugs? Like, just a bug
Insect?
leg. Yeah, I was thinking, like, I think my brain was trying to go, like,
Like the
that's
actual
not
like
necessary.
word for it?
Anyway, insect limb of some kind, a thorax or something.
It's a body.
I'm making things up. All right, that's not a real thing. Thorax is fake news. Anyway, I don't know if that helped at all. So you're seeing behind them what appear to be like shimmering leaves. Like there's something's moving the trees back there. And every now and then you're seeing what appears to be a scyther-like arm to Pokemon it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You're actually out front, so you know.
All right, who's this guy? Where is he calling us not bright?
Like, so there's suddenly a chittering occurs, and the creatures start rubbing aggressively.
What's going on?
It's important
What's
that
with
you
the
sing
dancing?
and enjoy your melody.
You kind of have to sing so they don't kill us.
We won't take more suffering from you.
We've been away from home.
I'm just gonna go over and whisper.
About
Woman's
2
not
weeks
singing.
or so.
Why don't we just? What's going on?
Make a stealth check
I'm good at
for
that.
whispering. Yeah, I know. I'm just
24.
all right. Fine.
You have to sing. If you do not sing, they will kill you.
So why don't you just leave?
We're working on it.
Well, the stairs are over there.
We're working on it.
Do I see the guy in the tree?
You heard him. Make
his
another
name?
perception check to see if you see him. So you heard an unfamiliar voice tell you, like, lean into the melody or something like that.
18.
You see glimpses of him, but it's still hard. It's like it's a shimmering of, like, every now and then like you sort of see a humanoid form, and then he goes back. Like the camouflage is really good. Yeah.
Just go over and whisper to this guy.
I don't think you're close enough yet. You're
Oh,
still
not?
kind of
Yeah.
coming down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So these stairs are kind of gradual, like steadily.
close are
So you guys are like 20 feet down. You guys are
How
about 20
close are
feet
we-
apart at this point.
How close are we to an exit?
Well, I don't know if you would have seen them come out of the ceiling, but you see them walking down as if. Yeah, but at least
Well,
they're not
you-
dead yet.
Well, you see, upstairs leads to the prison thing.
There's a prison thing? That was supposed to be singing,
It
right?
was good. I liked it. I liked the dialogue like singing. It was good.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna lean into.
Yeah, talk singing.
Yeah, talk singing. It's the best thing.
In some musicals, all the words are sang like this.
Yes.
My favorite part of like something rotten. When he just sits there.
Anyways, can we
It's
find some
so
place to be without dying?
Please.
Well, since you've already interrupted my plans, and you don't seem to want to kill me yet, I guess,
yeah.
I bet we can.
Is this the guy?
And then he sighs deeply. And he will walk over. As your stairs finish, he'll go over and kind of lift a panel, and you'll see him kind of touch a series of different smaller buttons, and then close the panel, and the stairway will go. Like yours, it was kind of building as it went, like 5 or 6 steps at a time, and this kind of makes it all the way build out. He says, head up that direction, I'll be behind you soon. Don't worry, it'll be fine in a moment too.
I sense a trap.
Is
I
that the
start walking.
prison up there? I don't think we'll be safe. Isn't that a prison?
See, I'm like, I wanted to make like the guitar sounds of. Oh wait, like, because I was thinking like Stairway to Heaven, but
Oh, gotcha.
but no. So I can't think of it. Anyways,
I was trying to think of
Hold on,
melodies. Unfortunately, now I just have
near, far, wherever you are, I am here, and your heart will go on.
I find an answer vague and unconvincing.
I didn't want to lead
Don't
into
be
Celine
afraid,
and
for
be
we can
prepared.
deactivate
So-
it. Don't be afraid, for we can once again take it.
What?
What is going on?
What?
The prison.
Goldman's just
Okay.
bewildered. Goldman just immediately begins to know.
Okay.
Um,
We're following the
and
leader,
away.
the leader.
We start walking back up.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah.
I love that.
So as we're seeing him,
It's true. We
keeping
might
a
have
close
missed the
eye on him
opportunity
to make
to
sure he
just sing
follows
everything
us.
to
Okay,
the
yeah.
tune of like Twinkle.
He
Twinkle
will
Star.
slowly. You will see him doing what appears to be some sort of ritualistic dance. In motions that do mimic praying mantis motions, like when they look if you've ever seen a praying mantis like hunt or go to fight or anything like it, but it has this kind of like rhythmic dancing that he does with his like little things, and he will work his way slowly back up, and it looks like, and then there's a moment where he kind of brings his hands together and then rubs them like this,
Like a
almost
fly?
like a fly. And you can see some magical energies release toward all the praying mantises, and they seem to kind of go to sleep.
You could have done that the whole time.
So, fan of bugs?
So, do you say
Yeah,
that
it's
once you
somewhere.
all get back out
Yeah, I
of
guess
the
we're
room?
gonna walk
Yeah.
through
All right.
the stairs.
What is going on?
So you walk up into the room, and actually the stairway has built out all the way, and you can see that it continues to travel up and around the next room, the prison room, and continues to go. As you get into the prison room, and he will, near where the button that you pressed was, he'll pop open another panel, and all the stairs below will close and close up. The floor will close up, and you guys are in the prison area with the stairs going up. So, and it's like, well, if you want, I can make us all some tea. It's not every day that I have visitors, especially ones that seem to enter in a variety of ways and still manage to, well, that's there for a reason, right? I mean,
Perhaps
Who
you
are
could.
you?
Yes, who are you? That is a very good question.
Tea sounds lovely.
well, my name is Zed.
So,
Hi.
Zed.
So we're supposed to go.
So,
Did we know
So,
the name of the
that's
bird?
I'm Donovan Copperwind. I am a
That's all she told
mercenary
us?
bounty hunter, and pleased to meet you.
you're a bounty hunter and you're in my tower. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to Tower Terrarium.
Terrarium,
I'm
good
glad
name.
to have you.
Good name.
Sure,
love
sure.
that.
Alliterations are always appreciated.
And your
Well,
name
yeah.
is Zed, you said.
Zed.
Zed.
For, that's the easiest thing. It's just easy. I have many titles in different places, but that you can call me Zed. That's fine.
okay.
So you're a fan of bugs.
Welcome. I mean, they're fun. It's one way that we can explore and the world, and they're very practical. They've got a lot of interesting.
Why the
Yeah.
singing?
Well, that's actually something I discovered. Most people don't take time to examine properly an object of study, and I realized that the patterns of rubbing that those large creatures down there do actually are rhythmic. And so if you do melodic notes, interesting fact, they stay calm.
And
That
you said
is-
you raised them from when they were small.
Yes, and perhaps
incredible.
with a little,
Gotcha. Yeah.
they were juicing a
I
little
can
bit.
extrapolate.
I infused them along the way because what else are you gonna do when you've got the ability to change the environment around you?
Yeah. Have you heard of bugs from the Underdark? We've got striders. Have you heard of striders?
Well, that's a good question. Who hasn't heard of striders? Isn't that they're pretty common? Or that's not fair. I am a specialist, so
And I'm just gonna start talking to him about.
And when you say striders, which ones are you talking about? What are you saying?
Are they called
Just
striders?
answer
I was
the
like, they didn't sound right.
No.
I'm
I'm
do you
pulling
mean
them up right
driders?
now.
Are
No,
you
not
talking
driders,
about the
striders.
creatures of Lolth, or
No, not driders.
I'm not as much a fan of arachnids. There's a reason I like the praying
That might
mantis.
tell us a
Yeah.
little bit.
Are you the
Alright,
only
praying
one that
mantis,
lives here? Besides your
The bugs.
bugs?
I'm not the only one, but I'm the only one that is sentient and
So you're the only one.
I mean, those are creatures
Other than the
too.
bugs.
We
I mean,
said
not
other than
exactly.
Explain.
Well,
Is there another humanoid among them?
well, sort of.
Explain.
Okay, they're not called striders. That's a bird.
Oh,
What
my
am I looking
skeletons.
for?
Were my skeletons okay?
So there's a skeleton standing right there. Is he yours?
Yes. And then the 4 skeletons that came with me.
Did they? They got
Yeah.
Were
bamfed
they
in?
dancing with you?
Yeah,
behind
were they fine, or did they get snatched by the mantises?
We'll just.
We'll say it's.
They're dancing
Hey,
with
I mean,
have you guys
when
seen
you
the
think about it,
skeleton
they're
dance by
bones,
Disney?
so they're
They
like
actually
little,
make 2 performance checks for
I
the
don't-
3
what's
skeletons.
the
Just roll d20s.
Okay, just the
roll
flat. I don't
D20s,
think
yeah.
they have a charisma.
Yeah, it's
I think
Yeah.
it's
They probably have
negative.
negative charisma.
Yeah. Okay.
For all of them, is it 1 combined? Or
I
both
said
separate? 2? Okay, a 10. That one fell. And an 11.
All right.
Wow.
So
okay.
they did sufficiently well following in your footsteps, literally.
Great. Okay, my skeletons are great then.
And the
skaters.
the chittering actually of their bones
That's what I was gonna
crackling
say. They
together.
like,
yeah,
they,
you know.
they kind of like,
They
they start
kinda
playing their
help.
bones.
Anyway,
Xylophone.
I believe the Duke said something.
Yes. Why don't you answer the door when someone knocks, or perhaps a doorbell or something of that?
I
such
was
is
in the
order?
middle of an experiment, and my
You can
tower
put it on
is sort
hold.
of designed to not have visitors.
That's very rude.
It moves at random intervals. I'm curious how you found me. Did I land in a village that I didn't mean to?
Just stumbled
I'm gonna have to
across.
talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want
It
to
was
roll a
Steeders.
deception?
Steeders, not striders. I
Yes.
apologize. Steeders are like big sticky bugs
30.
Okay. Yeah.
that Durgar use as mounts and farming animals.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So he will say, "Oh yeah." And he'll at first say, "Did you mean Drider?"
No, I meant Steeders. Sorry.
Oh,
It's
even
been a
better.
long
Yeah,
day.
those are lovely creatures. I love their carapace.
I got a
And
30. My deception.
So you just stumbled upon my tower. That's impressive, actually.
Yes.
Good or bad luck, I guess.
I guess it depends on what you want to do now.
I don't know.
I want
Would
tea.
you want some tea? We can go
Yeah.
He
upstairs.
does something
Tea
delicious.
sounds delicious right now. My throat's a little sore from all that singing.
Okay. And
we're not
the
really,
complicated question
bards.
is that up in my quarters is a creature I call Snail. Not exactly. It
have
is
to sing
technically a
around Snail?
robotic humanoid of sorts,
Okay.
but not necessarily. I mean, it's complicated.
Okay.
But I think you'll like them.
Yay!
They're nice.
If it's gonna get too attached.
Keeps me company.
I know, I was gonna say, I'm already attached. It's too late.
Let's get too attached to these people.
I don't want to kill this guy.
To both of them.
a job is a job.
I don't want to kill Zad. I like him.
What name did I just say?
Zed.
Snail.
No.
Snail.
Snail.
Like my brain was like, I
know,
had
I
it.
like Zed.
and
I don't
I'm
wanna
like,
kill him.
Yeah,
It's too
no,
late.
Okay.
Zed, are you some sort of wizard, druid?
Is
What
it-
are you?
Is it that obvious?
He's obviously a
Aw,
wizard.
I
He has
mean-
a tower.
I wouldn't say I dabble. It's kind of my life. But yeah, it's kind of what yeah.
You're
So,
a wizard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a tower. Come on.
I mean,
I'm familiar enough.
oh, do you do magic too?
Sure do.
Oh,
I even studied at a wizard tower.
that's amazing. Which one?
Oh god, I forgot my mentor's name. Give me 1 second. Not in character. Obviously, Oz will remember. Oz is so much smarter than I am.
Jeez.
I
I didn't need those dice.
Yes, of course. His name is Admentus.
Ah, yeah.
He's a divination wizard.
Yep. And remind me, which plane is he on now?
The material.
Very cool. I would have expected him to travel a little more since we spent some time together.
Oh, you did? Well, I know he's quite old. I'm actually not. Nobody's quite sure how old he is.
Well, he was. I sometimes forget that aging and time work a little differently when you travel around the planes.
Yes.
But there are magics to help with that sort of
Yeah.
thing. And if you have friends in the right places and you treat people nicely, I mean, there's really no reason why.
There's been many theories about how he's managed to live so long. I've always been very curious as to which one was true, but obviously I don't
Well,
want to
he
know.
had to
Some
learn
things are best-
somewhere, right?
yes,
He's
some
gotta
things are
learn it
best left
somewhere.
unanswered as well.
So he
That's
was your
fantastic.
mentor.
Yes,
Oh, okay, cool.
that's fantastic.
Well, then you're welcome to study under me as well. Then.
Absolutely. I mean, more knowledge
I
is
mean,
always
if he
good.
could, you could, right?
He studied under you.
Yeah.
You're his master.
You could say that. In a matter of speaking, things change over time, and roles and mentorships, and they vary.
That's
those
incredible.
work.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, sir.
Well, that explains how you all managed to randomly stumble onto my
Yes.
It must have
So it's
been
fate.
Some kind
straight
of
up fate.
perhaps.
That's fantastic.
Mr. Zed, do you have a title? Archwizard?
That's fine. There's no reason for formalities. We're in the Shadowfell. I mean, who cares about pompous titles? What's your name?
Duke Goldman.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
You can call him Master Zed, of course. He's
Master
clearly
Zed. If you have a title, I'd be more
he's
than happy to
clearly
use it.
far more powerful than all of us. He's an archmage.
I'm fine with whatever you're comfortable with.
Well,
Welcome to my humble abode. And he starts walking up the stairs.
do you know about any Shadar-kai in the region?
Pretty good.
Well,
He's oh my.
unfortunately, the Shadar-kai have had a presence in the Shadowfell. That well, and actually
He's my.
it's funny. Sometimes I forget we bounce back and forth. My tower's set to randomly move, and Snail helps with
if
that
you
a
tried
little
to-
bit. But sometimes we move into all the way into the Shadowfell, and sometimes we stay on the Shadow Fringe. But I try not to venture beyond that. Plane jumping is a little bit complicated.
Well, perhaps with your... We've been on the search for a certain Shatter-kai who recently left the Radiant Citadel.
like simulacrum or
He's
something.
murdered
I mean,
some
it's
official
this
there.
high
Well,
level
that's
wizard,
nasty
you must have
business.
some-
That's terrible. Those,
Yes, we're-
you know,
grab the copy.
it's unfortunate. Some
Bring
of
the copy back.
you know,
She can
some
do
of them
whatever
do
she
work
wants with
for
copy.
See through some
the Raven
She was
Queen,
also an extremely
and she's
powerful
not
magic.
all bad. She's just
True. So here's what we do: we bring
Misguided?
him, and then we just.
well, she's just a little
Use
more
him with
macabre
us
than I
to feel
prefer
free.
personally.
Oh.
You know, I understand, like, but I appreciate her approach to the living and the dead. She has some moral anchoring, which is nice.
It is nice.
More than I can say for others that I know in this region. But
Yes, I
It's
think
po-
we might have met one of them.
oh,
A Miss Veora.
cool. Anybody who wants to make an insight check can.
I will be making
I would
insight.
love to make an
Let's
insight
see
check.
how well he.
I will not be making insight.
I will not.
Come on, please. Oh,
Four.
do I just use my?
Use your porta.
It's still only. I don't think I have anything. No, I didn't give myself anything. It'd just be a 16. 16.
Trying to
Face
think
you
of-
can't be that high. He's just reading facial expressions.
Unless he's intentionally like
Oh,
trying to
that's
not
fair.
react,
That's fair.
or you know, it depends. I was trying to decide whether he would treat this as a deception or something else, or trying.
Performance.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be more of a performance, but
I feel like I should get a bonus since it's connected to. I feel like that's. I'm
What did
stretching.
you roll?
I'm stretching. Well, I used my my portent to get a 16.
okay. There's something. He seems to. I don't think anyone else rolled higher than that, right?
No. I think
Okay.
I got that.
So a 16 isn't enough to get like something deeply meaningful, but there's a moment where something crosses his face that he
Not quite
clearly
discernible.
tries to kind of redirect whatever that emotion is. So
Well, I mean, we had to know that he had to have some
Well-
kind of backstory with Veoris, and she wants him internalized.
so you've met Veora then?
Yes,
had a
we
run-
stumbled across her.
I see.
Also, an extremely powerful magic caster. Seems to be a lot of
Yes.
those in this region. I'm kind of surprised.
Unfortunately, I know all too well. Yes. So, and are you guys following him up the
Yeah.
stairs?
What do you know of her?
More than I'd like. There are times in my life that I'm not proud of my lack of awareness of certain people's character, and she was one that took a while to realize the deception, I guess, is a way to say.
You taught her as well then?
Some things.
I see.
Some things. It is unfortunate, and she's bent on things that I wouldn't value. Anyways, Snail, as he emerges into the next
Yeah, who's this snail guy?
that
yeah.
room that you guys had seen, that had the bed and the desk and things. So he ends up coming out from under the desk is a creature that almost looks like a droidy car from Star Wars.
Yeah.
But a little more rolly and a little more swirly and a little less scary and smaller. But it kind of rolls out like and rolls a little bit slower, almost like a kid's toy yo-yo thing rolling or something like that.
No,
And it does make there is
I don't
this
think we could
like
if we
kid's
tried.
toy like
I could.
musicality to its rolling. Like it seems it's like got a music box inside that's ting, 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 ting,
Like spokes and music.
that sort
We
of thing.
can't kill him.
Um,
Again, I also don't think we could if we tried.
I didn't mean to make this guy unkillable. Like, you guys could still just attack at any time if you
No,
want.
no, absolutely not. If people start attacking Zed, I'm obviously gonna have to attack them. Don't attack Zed.
So what I'm hearing is I'll have to take you out first.
Yes.
See,
love to see
Brayden
you
builds
try.
his characters
Yeah.
for combat,
Combat.
but then he enjoys the role play, like the musicality stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's like, you
Yeah,
know.
that's true. Actually,
like
making a musical episode is
I'm,
perfect for.
I'm not useful for anything but combat,
Right.
but I enjoy.
You did jump right
Yeah,
into singing
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
though, which is more than
Yeah,
Meadow and I
like,
could say.
there's
Meadow
that.
and I had to mentally
You know how-
prepare ourselves for
I
it.
finally made a bard, and we've only played like 2 sessions of that campaign.
Dang, that's too bad.
Both
Okay,
I
so
have
we
the
get
glove.
the we.
So
we
the
see-
snail
get
rolls
the-
out,
Yes.
or the creature he calls snail. Snail, be so kind as to heat us up some water for tea, please. And you'll hear like a sequence of tinks and clinks and things that
And this
in
is your
response.
familiar?
I mean, he's a friend, a construct friend of sorts. So you would see a little bit of, it's not yellow, is it?
I think yellow is.
At least I'm getting better
I
at
think yellow
remembering
is
to tell you
construct.
because I feel like that's
Yeah.
success on my part. It's the
Yeah, I
little
mean,
things.
Steffi's yellow,
I mean,
so.
we can, if he gives us the information about the Shatter Kai, we can not
Yeah,
kill
yellow.
him.
We're not killing him anyway.
So,
We need that information. I'm gonna one more. We can just take a finger and say we killed him. I'm not opposed to that. Anyway, tea. What kind of teas do you have?
can you make a
Stealth?
stealth check for the whisperies of take a finger? And his perception be based on wisdom, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hold on, I need to do some quick math. What's stealth, right?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
33.
I don't even know how Oz hears that, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something very subtle in his bony jawed whisper.
He speaks in his own developed Morse code that we've all memorized.
Anyway, yeah, just clicks and clacks.
Let's take one of your fingers.
Sorry,
What
that's
did you
really
try?
cool. Actually.
What kind of teas do you have?
Well, I kind of just buy in bulk the one that I like the most. I'm a
You know
creature
what?
of
Fair enough.
habit,
No,
but it
I'm-
is.
That's right.
That
It's,
sounds like me.
it's got a variety of spices, so sometimes I will. Well, you know, there are magics to change flavors and that sort of thing. But what flavor do you prefer?
I'll
Do you
just
like
try
sweet or spiced?
whatever
or...
you have.
Alright.
However you have it.
Sounds good.
He's like, actually, I just like to eat the leaves.
Rob
that
was fine,
actually-
but the bag was
that kind of-
disgusting.
Well, that sort of works
Like
because
nibble
of
on
the
it.
bug thing.
I was
but,
like,
Yeah.
I just chew on them.
I mean, you know,
No, no, no.
I kind of like that idea a lot.
So-
Well,
sorry, I'm so good at
we'll
this.
we'll make. I know most people take tea in as a liquid. I'll
Wait. So you're just
I mix it up, like, but it is you know, munching on the leaves is also like it's just so fragrant and
Taking
there's so
notes.
much in life to
Oz
to
is just like-
experience. Why would you
Yeah, Oz is
experience
taking
it part
notes.
way, right?
disgusting.
Yes, this is fascinating information.
I found that if I steep it just right, though, I can get a very strong, flavorful brew without it overwhelming the palate.
That sounds
Still
delightful.
taking notes. Fascinating.
And he'll go over to Snail, and there will be a series of taps around
Like
Snail's shell, and then he will kind of do a spin.
Yeah.
He'll spin Snail like a top
I
a
don't know
little
why
bit.
we're here.
And
No, just this big we
and
kill
then
him or kidnap him.
pull out a
You could get
teapot.
some of it, though. You can-
One moment, and he will reach into a small slot on his belt, and one by one, from this coin-sized hole, he will produce teacup after teacup for each of you as he is pouring them and handing them to you.
That's incredible.
Oh, it feels like a parlor trick sometimes. It's just, practicality. You find things, you discover how to do new things. It's just part of the fun of life.
Yes, it really is. The pursuit of knowledge.
Succeeded my Constitution saving throw for drinking tea.
Are you kidding me?
My character just sort of like
one of the
levitates the
foremost
teacup
magical
Why?
minds.
and drinks it through telekinesis for a few seconds.
Drinks it through telekinesis. Like drinks.
Oh,
Like you
moves to
hold
cup.
it
You're a
in
complete
place.
fool.
Yeah. I use telekinetic
I prefer
movement
voice.
for like an action and then
Yes,
put it
I'm
back.
sure.
Well, that's certainly a neat trick too. I like.
Thank you,
That's
thank
fun.
you.
I like that.
I've trained my mind for not countless, that's exact.
He's
I don't want to
clearly
sound
powerful.
pretentious, but like, I've studied psionics.
Ah, okay.
My mentor was an emerald dragon named Endervalos.
Nice. Very cool.
I remember my mentor's name.
That's pretty. I don't think I've heard of that particular dragon. So that's Ender. How do you spell that?
Ender, oh gosh.
You didn't remember that, did you?
Endar
Yes, and I'm
Valos. It's spell it how you say it.
And he kind of mumbles something after you, and you hear him say something like, in D&D world, it would be something like, and rooted in the Cyrillic, and da-da-da-da. Like, he goes through this linguistic jarbling of like, trying to... It's some sort of mnemonic of language where he's trying to memorize the name and, like, link it to other knowledge he has.
Oh.
Kind of mumbles to himself.
Worst case
I'm
scenario.
familiar with this stuff. I can.
Well,
I'm telling you, I can.
But if you can't,
I can.
we need to.
well, I don't know about the rest of them. They're on some sort of mission. I'm just an escort. But we're looking for the Shadarkai and really working with other people to see if we can find where it is.
You can't do
And
this. You can't kill it.
If I have to, I will.
we need that information. So if you know anything about the Shadarkai, it would be greatly helpful.
Do you have any belongings of the creature you're looking for,
Oh,
or
that would be
parts of
great.
their person,
Wouldn't that
hair
be awesome if we
samples,
did?
anything like that?
I'm afraid not. Like that would be great. I'm sure as a wizard you could do something with that.
All
But
we were told was he murdered some official in the Radiant Citadel and fled into the Shadow Fringe.
And you visited Veor, and it wasn't one of hers?
She has Shadarkai under her?
Well, I wouldn't put it past her to.
I see.
well,
What do you know about Veora?
There, yeah.
More than
Well,
I like.
Yeah, see, I know you said that earlier, but could you tell
Elaborate.
us something of substance? Something other than just
we are guests
useless words.
here.
Well, she likes her tea cold and bitter. And at once I thought that was charming and distinct and unique. She enjoys wordplay. And is very creative with her arcane abilities. She and I designed a room together that can be quite fun if you're looking for a bit of chaos in an
Right, we've been
otherwise
in that room.
ordinary
It was
day.
terrible.
Your definition
I
of
got
fun,
a-
my definition of fun. is
I
very
got
different.
thrilled from there. It was a truly magnificent room. Wonderful. I even got to peer a little bit into the
Oh, I
arcane
got a
inner
gun
workings
from
of
there.
it.
I don't
That was
remember
a
you
fun
being
room.
this excited
Well-
about it last time. when we
Yes,
were
well,
in
that
it.
was then. This is now. Opinions can change.
Well, it's you get out what you put in that room in a very interesting way sometimes. Though I imagine the more she
So you don't
spent time on it, the
understand
darker
pursuit
its
of knowledge.
response.
I'm sure it was. The way a person enjoys their tea is a reflection upon the soul. I take my tea very seriously. Which is funny
Really
because
don't
I
know
have
what
never
it
drank
is.
tea in my life.
You've never?
Don't.
It's
It
great.
tastes like dirt water.
Like
It's
Garen hasn't.
Garen hasn't. Donovan, I'm sure, is a huge fan of
Wait,
it.
Garen,
I mean,
you've never
a
had
good
tea?
spicy like black tea or chai
Yes.
kind of
First
thing.
tea I've ever tried, and it was terrible.
I love
But- and
tea.
you said it was like
Do you
dirt.
like
That means you
peach
probably
tea?
didn't have it
Do
steeped
you like
strong
peach
enough.
tea?
Peach tea is different.
Earl Grey is the best
You
tea.
like-
change
you
Yeah,
my
like-
just
mind.
any like
He
English
likes some
black.
tea.
I like
Earl Grey.
fruity.
My church doesn't drink
Wait,
tea.
are you
so
talking
I'm
about
not-
Bridgerton? I'm confused.
No,
No.
just like oh.
No.
Richard.
I feel bad for
No,
that
no,
one.
no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
that was
my
wrong.
family, we do like a Christmas tea
Ah.
every year.
Oh,
and
that's
it's really
cool.
good.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
My favorite
Well-
kind of tea is hot cocoa.
My
Hot cocoa
favorite
is
tea
good.
is coffee with creamer. Oh no, I'm kidding. I do drink. When I'm sick, I drink like green tea and black tea, and every now and then I've done an
I
orange
love
tea.
tea.
Before,
I can
but-
actually
We're
I-
the
when
few
you're sick.
Americans
I like-
with an electric kettle.
I have a
Oh, fancy.
I just microwave it.
I brew hot water and bring tea for my students along with the coffee pot. But
I'm a
Well,
tea fan.
Yeah, none of
I think
us
I've got a
have
peppermint tea here on
electric
campus,
kettle,
but I
that's
haven't
the
made.
perfect
Sorry.
temperature.
Anyways,
Well, the
back to
thing
you.
is,
Anyway,
Could you
yes.
just?
we
We should talk to everybody about this. Could you just excuse us
Yes,
for one
excuse me. We're
moment?
gonna.
Could we just?
Oh yes. I'm sorry. You need a place to sit. One moment. And he will go and tap some things on the wall, and these little mechanical benches will pop out like the stairs did. Like there will be an orange outline that glows, and then
have you seen like the furniture
a
prototypes
couch.
that like moves around like whenever you walk by the table?
Like
I
a
feel like we
Roomba?
need to have a group.
Like it
Yeah.
moves the like
We need to have a
it
group.
We need
lifts
to have a
like
group
it lifts up and goes down, and so like it'll make a bowl around item you place, and then it'll move the item to you whenever you walk by.
Oh, that's
That-
awesome.
That's awesome.
It's a prototype that's being tested. I don't know how effective it is right now, but
you're asking me,
yeah,
Greg.
yes.
That's
I'm not
great.
sure. I was
That's
like,
great.
I'm
We
trying
need to have a group huddle though.
Yes, group
Sorry,
huddle.
apologies.
Okay.
Yes, I'll talk. I'll check in on Snail and figure out how you all found me.
Yes. Maybe not that last one. Anyway.
Do me and Goldman are thinking that we
R2D2
tell
sounds.
him like why we're
But
I
here.
agree. I think we should.
We tell him that we are sent to either kidnap or
is a
kill him.
job.
Yes, but
But,
I'd rather
okay,
not work for
But
Valor.
here's the thing.
I don't want to work for me.
Well, that's-
Here's the
Then
thing.
we-
If he could help us and give us more information and stuff,
I
Then we
wholeheartly
can-
agree.
we
I would
can go with
rather
him.
not work for the sketchy people.
And then
but
if he
if
doesn't,
he attacks us and he like doesn't like,
Then we get a good fight.
then we get a good fight.
well, okay, well,
try
in
not to
the
kill him,
in the
please.
scenario that he
Non-lethal damage.
refuses to help us or kill us,
I
then
feel like
Which means
Then
you
do
have
we
to
kill
pay
him?
with Vayor as a fate
Yes,
worse
of
than
course.
death.
I mean,
okay,
spells don't have non-lethal.
I know. That's why I.
Help us or die.
okay. I'm
I'd
glad
probably take
at
the
least
support
we're
role.
in agreement. Okay.
I agree.
You agreement?
We just don't
Help
kill
us
him.
or die.
Are you in agreement?
How does that sound?
He either
Don't
helps
kill
us or
him.
we kill him.
Don't kill him. Non-lethal.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
I'm glad we're all in agreement.
All right.
Not to banish
Can I deliver the
him.
news?
So
I'm
unfortunate.
a
Not
hardened
if we
mercenary
banish
with
you
no
first.
feelings.
Yes. Perfect.
All
What's your
right.
spell save?
I don't.
So how's
That's a good
the
question.
how's the what's it called? Snail device tracking thing going? What are you working on?
Oh, he says that
we have the same.
he's
Yeah,
been
so we'll be on the same.
calibrating
What
to
is
random
what is the save for punishment?
locations like he's
No.
supposed
Is it
to
wisdom? You might
at
actually
random
have it.
intervals.
Is it charisma?
I believe.
Well,
Oh,
Go ahead and try and
charisma.
banish him, motherfucker. I'm a
we
plus 10. I only have to roll an 8.
Let me find banishment
Well,
real quick and we'll see.
the thing is, Garen
Yeah, it's a
isn't
charisma
a
saving
hardened
throw.
mercenary, so anyways,
Let Golden
We're
talk his
here-
sweet words.
we were
He'll go sit on
unfortunately
his bed, cross his leg up like so.
So I've got good news and bad news. I hate bringing bad news into your house, especially when we came uninvited.
Well, certainly that's no fun, but perhaps we can make a trade before you share the bad news.
A trade.
A
I
trade.
will allow you to speak your bad news. What would you give me in return?
Goodness.
That's something
Good news.
for Oz to give. Oz, I think Oz would love to give you something.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and share the news. Well,
You don't even want to barter first?
You know, let's barter first.
What do you want me to give
what?
I don't know.
Allowing me to speak.
Why do we have to?
Exactly,
Why
that's
do we
what
have
I'm-
to give something up for us to be allowed?
I'm
to
just
speak?
kidding. That was just a test. I wanted to see what kind of people you're used to. Clearly, you've been spending a bit more time with Vayor than I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
clearly my
so-
party will
yeah.
immediately
Speaking of
throw
which,
me under the bus.
what is your news?
Bad news. Vayor seems upset at you and kind of sent us in exchange for information about the Shadow Archive. The good news is that if you help us, we don't have to go back to Vayor. We can just say we couldn't. We don't even have to go back. We can just ignore Vayora if you help us. And I'm afraid
I don't like the way that you phrased this.
To add on to that, we really like you.
we
A
like
lot better
you.
than
You
her.
seem
We
incredibly
do
nice.
like
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Well, I will say that the Nine Hells has no. Oh gosh, what's the line? Hell is no.
Quarter?
Oh, Nine
Or-
Hells has no fury like a woman's scorn.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I almost lost
I
it.
see.
That's yeah.
I see.
And Vayor and I, well, I didn't realize that she had other affections as well.
Oh, well, we can be on your side here.
Fiora needs to stop dating all the like powerful men in the area.
I know.
Well, she can't keep them apparently. Well, I mean, yours is supposedly still enamored, she says, but this one is.
Well, we can be on your side here. We just need some information, and if you could give us that would be greatly appreciated because we like you. I cannot overstate how.
That or help us trick her into giving us the information.
Yes, if you could help us get the information out of her, if you don't know, that would also be appreciated.
Or we could make it a bit of fun. Who doesn't want to explore and discover?
Well, I agree.
We've done a lot
I
of
do think
exploring recently.
There are limits to the amount that you can discover, particularly with our mostly mortal lifespans.
What was your mentor's name?
Admentus.
I can see Admentus is rubbed off on you a little bit.
I should hope so. I spent quite a bit of time with him.
I didn't mean that as a compliment, but it's good to know that you, because you just said we need to acknowledge our limits, and he's like, no, you don't. So I can see. Well, there's a reason he's growing old. If you see the limits, they'll be there.
Well, I mean,
He's got you there.
The thing is, some of us are a bit more perceptive than
For
others.
some people.
yes, and unfortunately, that includes us. At this juncture, that includes us.
Look,
Immortality
you
has
can
escaped
stand
my
on the
grasp
shoulders
so far.
of giants, or you could be giants.
I've
Yourself.
tried to stand on the shoulders of giants. There are consequences.
Exactly.
That's true. We did.
Instead, and he will. Hold on. Let me just before I want to make sure I characterize.
Is he still in this like camouflage? Like
Yes.
okay.
It's like that's a natural. It's not a magical.
Is it just like his front
image.
and his back is just completely
No, it's the
normal?
whole body.
Okay.
His whole body is like this green painted.
Oh yeah, can we see
thing.
him a little bit closer now? What is he?
The paint makes it hard to tell coloring,
Oh, so
but
he's still
he does look. He almost looks like a half satyr, half tiefling.
Oh, so he straight up is that. Okay.
Yeah, but it was hard to tell at first which, or maybe it was both, or
Another
it was like there were
tiefling,
tree roots and things.
halfsies.
Gosh, what was I trying to do there?
So you said we have so much in common, except I apparently
Suck.
yeah, apparently I'm bad.
He will. He'll reach over and kind of rub the bed, which is a metal framed bed. He'll rub the bed, the foot of his bed, and he'll. He was mid-sentence. That's what it was. You can either stand on the shoulders of giants, as I said, and he he pinches some iron powder that he kind of wiped off his bed, and casts enlarge, or be one, and he turns in, and he doubles in size, and casts enlarge to emphasize his point, like you can be a giant or you can stand on the shoulders of them, and he grows to like 15, 20 feet tall.
I perceive this as a threat.
Interesting.
See this as a
well,
threat. Wait.
And then he'll like and then he'll come back down to size. So he only does it. He grows and then he shrinks back to normal size.
Okay, cool.
okay, well,
No longer threat.
It was just for dramatic effect. Some
it
lessons
was much
are
appreciated.
better learned viscerally. Would you like me to enlarge so you can stand on my shoulder? Would it make you feel better so you can compare the perspectives and make notes about which you prefer? I could enlarge you as well, and then you could feel what it feels like to be a giant.
Listen, I've come very close to extreme amounts of power. I understand what it feels like to be a giant. But, like I said, there are consequences. Sometimes you have to know your limits. Now, your limits can be expanded upon, of course. I think everybody should seek to expand upon their limits and grow. But, again, at this juncture, we're all pretty limited, and we could really use your help.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, who doesn't want to go exploring? I was offering my help to help you find these Shattered Kai people. I don't have to know exactly their location. We can travel around until we find them, and then you don't have to deal with Veora and her
Nonsense.
wily ways.
And how long do you think
Her
that?
seductive traits.
And how long do you think that?
And he licks his lips awkwardly.
Is that if we could just stay focused here?
I'm focused, are you?
Indeed. And how long do you think that'll take?
Well, that's not something we could foresee, though perhaps some of your training allows you. Are you perhaps a divination wizard?
To some
By the way you
extent.
carry yourself, it appears you might be.
Yes, I am. A divination wizard, among other things.
So
We haven't gotten
divine
any interesting
something?
predictions
Not-
from.
Not that.
All right. Well, neither can I.
Not quite that.
In this moment, at least.
Exactly.
Well-
Perhaps in the future I'll be able to. At this juncture, no.
So
that's
you're
not
not.
where my
What
strength
kind of
lies.
magic do you study?
A variety.
A variety. So you believe it's best to be well-rounded. In my experience, wizards tend to stick to a school and obsess over it.
Wizards with limited thinking, yes.
Exactly.
But when you acknowledge that there really is a lot of patterns across the schools of magic, you know, one may have started as a transmutation wizard and just excited about how wood could turn to stone or to flesh. If you do it right, that you can then begin cultivating different things and different. But there are patterns to the way that we do these, and when you learn one type of knowledge, it makes it a lot easier to learn a second. It's like languages. You learn one language, you learn the pattern of a language, and then you can map that pattern onto other learning.
Seriously taking notes.
Well,
Obviously, I agree.
I just heard Dr. Doofenshmirtz from over there. Anyways,
Was he gonna help us?
we
Yes,
would
I'm
gladly,
willing to help you.
I
Okay.
will gladly
Listen,
accept your
wizards tend to be an
assistance.
eclectic
I would.
folk,
I deeply appreciate.
Certainly.
Sometimes you
And
just
I
have to
can,
continually ask
yeah.
the same
if it
question.
helps, we can transform the place that was a prison of sorts. It was meant to be a safety device, so I apologize for any inconvenience that may have caused. But you can understand with acquaintances,
for us,
with
anyway.
with
Exactly.
intimate acquaintances like Veora, it's wise to have some security measures.
Any less resourceful people would have been stumped by it. In fact, our friends at the door took a long time to figure out what was going on.
Well, are you hurt? Do you require healing?
I am a bit injured. I would appreciate some.
No, we're
healing.
fine.
Well,
Unscratch.
I actually did get struck by that door.
Oh. Well, some of us are fine.
All right. Well, here, give me your tea for a
Of
moment.
course I'm fine.
What's left of it.
I
And
intuit
he
what
will
I need to do.
kind of roll his hand around the base of the tea,
I'll take
kind
a
of
leaf
like
for
people
healing.
do with when they do that with a wine. With is it like
Oh,
a
yeah,
champagne
wine
glass
yeah.
that makes a little sound?
Yeah.
Like he'll do that on the base of the cup. It will create this kind of resonance, and then the liquid will change color. Drink this; it'll make you feel better.
Can I get that too?
Right? Roll the dice for a superior healing potion.
Can I get that too?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take healing right now.
And so he'll do the same thing
yeah.
for you. Da-da-da.
Do I have to roll the dice?
How much is superior healing again? Like
Yeah.
8d4?
8. I don't
I
know.
don't
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
So yeah.
My,
Put your
my
laptop in
computer's
front of
being
you.
dumb.
Yeah. Whatever that
I love
is.
this guy.
Yeah.
I said I love this guy. It's fantastic.
I do too.
He might have insulted
but
Oz a couple of
Donovan-
times, but it's fine.
Donovan had a job to
Oz
do.
is completely
But really,
chill
your
now.
mentor, he technically
8d4
insulted and just
plus
said he
8.
saw the influence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and Oz
What?
disagrees with the
8d4
mentor
plus
at times.
8d4 plus 8, so that's 1.
For example, Oz's mentor might have said not to go dabbling with the Eldritch, but Oz thinks it's a great idea. So obviously Oz can agree.
13.
I see, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
14.
clearly the mentor doesn't know everything.
Well, if you like,
18. Plus 8, you said?
Yep.
26.
Snail is telling me that some repairs are in order, and it seems that your friends have been scavenging from my creations, which is totally fine. It warrants, what I needed to upgrade anyways. But it seems like they've been trying to gather some of the materials. So Snell tells me. We are about to move. If you have any way of communicating with them, it might be wise to let them know that if they get close enough and tether to the tower, they might travel with it.
Okay.
Well,
What?
it's theoretical until it's
Are you
practiced.
sending?
It's designed to do this, but it's new.
Okay.
Many things are new.
I'll do sending to Groth.
You see, magic is unpredictable, which is why I.
Giblet here. We are going to move. Tether yourself to
Tether the ship to it.
tether ship to
Tower.
tower. You move with us.
Get close.
Stay together. Get close.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Good luck.
No.
You only have one.
I have 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that 20? Okay. I thought
This was
21.
the 21.
Oh.
Good luck.
XOXO.
XOXO, Giblet out.
I like that you used XOXO as one word.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I thought you were gonna say like I love you, goodbye.
Love you.
That sounds
Hugs and
ominous.
kisses.
What do you
Okay.
mean? I love you, goodbye is a normal way to say goodbye to someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gets to respond, right?
Yes, in 25 words.
Working on it. Almost there. Will do. I hope you're not dead. Well, I guess that explains it.
Obviously.
Tell Duke. Never mind.
He says, never mind.
What was he gonna say? Send it back. I want to know.
Disposal.
That's
And it's a
yourself.
waste of time.
Maybe that was Groth's plan all along. It was messing. No. But all right. So how long do you think it will take them?
How many times can I send someone?
It's a 3rd level spell slot.
So I guess as many third level
Give
spells.
them like an hour.
Yeah, let's get an
You
hour.
might not be able to give them an hour. You might be able to give them like a quarter of an hour.
A quarter
Here,
of an
That
hour.
should be enough.
Snail. Sandile, 15 minutes.
How long has it been? Have my skeletons
They're still there. It hasn't
They're
been
still
that
there.
long.
Okay.
You've still got like 10 minutes left, maybe.
Okay.
Snail, sandile for 15 minutes, please. And the center of the snail kind of turns into a dripping sand thing. Or pouring
Can I keep
sand
him?
thing.
A wizard?
No, the snail.
Oh.
I think
Probably not. I
Yeah.
think the wizard and the snail are packed
Buddies.
deal.
So when you visited Veora, which form was she in?
form.
Humanoid.
So the kind of prim librarian look with the nice little glasses and things?
I believe so, yeah.
I think
I
so.
wasn't paying attention. I was just
I want to say so.
getting a job.
That's the one
She had-
I
she was
prefer
smart enough.
myself,
She had
but
books, so.
you've got to watch out for the tentacles sometimes.
Oh, we did see
Oh,
those.
yeah.
I thought I was gonna ask, did she mention me?
How many do? Wait, what?
I thought he was gonna ask, did she mention me?
Which tentacles did you see?
The ghosts.
There's some ghostly black ones or
Ghostly
something. He
ones.
tried to pull us down.
Oh, yeah, well, did they come out of her or from
No, out of
something
the
else?
ground.
From the ground.
Ah, yes. No, those are something to be wary of too.
Well,
Okay.
perhaps you could.
She's
Is there?
Is she a warlock? I
She's
didn't realize that. Like,
Hmm.
sounds like
is
Avard's
there
black.
somewhere we
That's
could
what I'm
stay?
thinking.
Yeah.
While we're.
Yes, we.
I had that
You know
spell.
what?
The prison. Yes, actually, you did say.
We're gonna transform that down there. Give me a moment. I'll get the dragonflies working on it. One moment.
So what's the plan here?
And
What do the
he'll go
dragonflies
and
do?
a variety of tasks. He'll go tap on the side of Snail in a series
How
of
is he gonna help us?
flashes of light.
I guess.
I don't know.
How are you going to
How
help
are you
us?
gonna help us?
I don't think that was ever decided.
Yeah.
I believe that we can travel together just to
How does that help us?
How does that help us?
He's an extremely powerful magic caster.
Because
Oh
we
yes,
said
but we need to
we're
find this
traveling-
person.
we need to
Like,
find-
Yeah.
killing is no problem. I can
Oh,
do that
that's
just
never
fine.
mind. I don't
The
know.
Shadow Archive.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
But,
I
like-
can certainly help you all.
He can help us find
How though?
Yeah.
You
magic. Obviously.
Magic
I'd like to know
is
what kind of
unpredictable and
magic.
dangerous.
A little
as
bit
I
of
said.
this, a little bit of this, and a whole lot of. Wait, no, I'm just kidding. That's from a performance I saw.
So you just wave your hands and suddenly a map appears to them?
How do you do it?
That's how all
I don't
magic
do
works.
it.
Exactly.
That's why I'm asking. I wish to know.
Well, there are a
wanna become a
variety
wizard,
of
but I don't.
arcane
I'm already a
means,
wizard.
and there are a variety of arcane magnifications that might allow. But if you, so it will take you telling me a bit of what you know about this creature, and there will be. I will have to do some looking. Meanwhile, it looks like.
Dragging a magic ball, perhaps? That's
Hey,
what you wizards do.
But it also, what I can do is we can move, instead of moving in random directions across a variety of planes, we can move toward the last place that they were known to have been seen.
So back to the Citadel, I suppose.
no, because we know they fled to the shop.
No, yeah.
But they were last seen in the Citadel.
Oh.
Or,
All we know is they fled to the Shadow Fringe.
Well,
the closer we get to
How does
where
Leora
they
know
are,
where
it's
they
a
are?
little bit easier.
can my character try to
For all
give
of them.
as best a description as he can from the job description?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Here's a library.
9. He was
Okay.
Of course he does.
With a 9, that will give him a +2 bonus, +1 for every set of 5 that you rolled when he goes to try and
But
do
he
a
said I
thing.
was welcome to study, so presumably he has something to study. Outside of books.
Let me see.
Not that I'm opposed to studying books. I just don't have
Okay.
the same zeal that you have for them.
These are big gross critters.
So
They probably
you're gonna
do.
study. I got 2 things I want to
Have
do.
a good night.
And I can't
Are you
decide
guys
which
here
one I want to
Thursday?
do.
All right. See you Thursday then.
During this, can I feed Serena?
Yes. How do you do this?
No.
I'll put a 4th level spell.
4th level.
Yeah. I got enough to spare.
Mixture, forecaster.
So she gets a 4th level infusion.
Yeah.
So
You should have him take a look.
would you want to? Actually, I don't trust you to play cards without shooting.
What do you mean?
You seem like a very
Does she do anything?
sneaky person.
Yes.
No
Does
offense.
anything happen?
That is offensive.
Well,
Is it offensive if it's
How much magic do I
Yes.
have to put into
What's
her
the
before she
implication?
does something cool?
that you sneak?
Like transform into something.
you like a sparring match.
Wow.
Oh.
Quite the
You
dream.
do cheat at
Well,
But
he.
she-
I've been
Hype
dying to
train.
settle who is the better fighter
No, you
here.
did when we were at the
Was that cards? I thought it was
If you
dice.
are interested in sparring, I can. The room down there.
Can
I
you
could.
repurposed?
What's wrong with
Some of it, like if you want, I can tell them to hold off transforming it into quarters, and you all can go down there and
You're
battle.
supposed
Just
to
try
shoot
not to
cards anyway.
damage
That's
too
what-
much of the space.
I will preserve as much structural integrity as possible.
What?
We're
What are you
sparring.
doing?
We're sparring.
Oh.
Does
We've
Mike
been
Ale
dying
agree
to settle.
to this?
Oh, yes.
We've
Okay.
been talking about this
We've
for
been-
sessions.
All right.
Yeah.
We've been dying to know who's the better fighter.
Oh, he can cast enlarge.
Yes, I do very much want to see this. Just make
So-
one orange super big.
There was a couple things here. All right, hold on.
I love this lizard. Can we take him with us?
Hold on.
I think he's take yes with him. I think that's
All
what's
the
happening.
better. Let's just abandon whatever mission we were on
Well,
and just
Rid of the
follow
target.
this guy.
They will, okay.
I'm a couple spell slots down, but that's all right.
Wah, wah. Magic's cheating.
No, it ain't.
What's wrong
Well,
with shooting?
The first step is to make sure we're on the same plane of existence. We're currently in the Shadow Fringe. We can move to the Shadowfell, but it'll take a little bit of time. If you want, you all can go down to the sparring room / prison / living quarters area level of the tower. And while I work on moving the tower directionally. Yes.
Your library. Where is it?
Oh yes, I am very much interested in this as well.
Oh yes, I
Oh,
do.
I've
You guys
learned
don't
to
wanna
keep
watch?
certain secrets.
You guys can watch us.
I don't want to watch you spar. I
Even
want to read a
still,
book.
I mean, you did say I could study.
Define library.
Multiple books, bookshelves, that kind of thing.
Not
see.
necessarily, though. A library could also be
State of
some
mind.
kind of record, records that you've kept, or
So the problem is I don't keep
Information.
shelves, and if I were playing coy, I'd say always up here, but I don't want to seem overly prideful. I'm not that good at memorizing things. But I will say that my collection of books is safe, and I said I would mentor you, not that you could study my books. But in due time, I've learned the hard way to give time on trust.
That is
Of
understandable.
course. In that case, I suppose I'll watch my party members spar.
I'm glad you agree. I'd hate for there to be some sort of altercation between us.
That would be interesting.
I would have a big mess to clean up if that were the case.
Yes, of course. That would be
Totally.
unthinkable.
Sure.
All right.
Meadow, I know.
I think
I've
while
only got
this is
10 minutes
happening,
before I gotta
I'm
go.
probably gonna go into the corner and pray a little bit.
Okay, and I will
We could do
say,
it in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
what?
Serena.
Yes. Okay, so you all, some of you are going to travel down to the sparring room or / living quarters, right? Right? No? Yes? No? Yes? Maybe?
I think that's where
Yeah, sure.
we're all
Okay.
pretty much planning on heading, right?
Okay, so the stairs, I don't remember him closing them, so I think they're just open. He's like, go ahead and head down. I'll give you there'll be a few minutes and then the drones will get started. Know that once the drones start buzzing, the tower is about to move.
What should we do then?
Sit down.
Sit down. Got it.
It's the safest way to keep from,
I see.
Moving.
Would
when you
levitation work
feed
as well?
Serena with a 4th level spell, roll a Arcana or Religion check.
Do religion. Oh no. Oh
shit.
no.
No.
6.
Oh, okay.
It's hard for you to tell exactly what happens with a 6.
Okay.
Some change, like
I
there's
rolled a
something. She will say, "This seems like a fun place. He seems very nice.
Oh yeah.
Is he a good friend of yours too?"
We just met him.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we just met,
Yeah.
but we're good friends.
We are good friends.
That's
but,
what I thought.
But I've known him less time than I've known you.
What's a friend?
A friend is a person that you really like and trust.
We're definitely good friends.
Yes.
Thank you for feeding me.
No problem.
Did Serena call it feeding or did you call it feeding?
You've been calling it feeding.
That's true. I couldn't remember if it was like, feeding like
Why
the
am I
tower
thinking of
or
it?
the. I couldn't remember if I called it.
I'm thinking of the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, do you have is Gimlet
No,
Feed me,
Is Gimlet a
Seymour.
parrot
Does
now?
it have to be human? Feed me. Does it have to be mine? What?
is Gimlet a parrot now?
I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't call it a parent, more like creating a friend.
All right.
You're
We're
building.
ready?
A friend that's wholly
You're
dependent.
building a friendship.
I'm building a friendship.
on quite literally.
Are we ready?
Yeah. I'll go
Yes.
into my quarter and like pray and talk to Thor while they're fighting.
Okay.
I haven't talked to Thor in a bit.
So while you guys travel down the stairs, what do you say to Thor?
I'm just like, hey Thor, no, it's been a while. This has been kind of crazy since you last intervened. I got a new friend, which is really cool. I think you like her. The people are crazy. I met a new person. His name's Donovan. He seems fun. Him and Michael are fighting right now. So I really hope that like you can like make sure they don't kill each other. Just please. Can't deal with another person leaving me. Anyway, I'll talk to you
Do
later.
action surges now, or is that later?
That'll be
I
my
only
luck.
have one.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear a bit of a response.
Oh, I get a response. I wasn't expecting that.
Wow.
Brothers regularly fight. It's part of the fun. I fought a bilge snipe once. It's terrible business.
Yeah.
Anyways, good to hear from you. Have fun.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Let's do this.
All right, roll
So you can
initiative.
have fun.
You did tell me to have fun.
Keep it crackly. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, nice.
All
17.
right, what are we doing here?
I also got a 17.
How are
Plus
we doing
0.
this? Oh, initiative?
I have
Yeah.
a +2. So I go
First
first.
you.
I'd be the dex high.
I'm gonna let you guys just do this
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
for a minute. Or
We're
5.
starting within 5 feet of each other, I assume.
Who do you think's gonna win?
That's fine by
I
me.
don't care.
All right.
We're both
Goldman's
fighters.
reading a book
Yeah.
or something from his pack.
All right,
like-
go ahead.
I think I
bonus
pray
action
food or
Hex
water.
Plague's Curse.
I need
After
to,
create some popcorn.
Yeah.
I need to get a
Straight
letter
into
to
attacking, right?
Atlantis.
I don't have any spells to cast.
All
I
right,
don't know how I
go
would
ahead.
do that though.
Yeah, I don't have any
I
spells to
bet
cast.
Zed could get a letter to him.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
If he wants to.
I want to write a letter
I'm
to
great
try
weapon
and figure out how to get
mastering
that to
every
Atlantis.
attack.
Okay. What do you get?
16 for the first
Miss.
and 16 for the second.
Miss.
Can we
So I'll
still
write the
13?
letter, and then I guess next time
My
he
turn?
sees that, I want to ask
Yeah.
him to send it. If he...
Okay.
All right.
Surely he'll send it for me, right?
We'll see.
23.
Surely?
Persuasion.
That'll hit.
We'll wait. We'll see.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right. So tell us the story of this epic battle.
He just missed, so I'm just.
How do you miss?
How do I miss?
Like, what's it look like?
I'll say both attacks. He can.
Got
You missed
good armor.
both attacks?
Yeah.
I'm using Great Weapon Master, so my 2 hit is lower.
Gotcha.
Basically, in my haste to come on strong right away, my accuracy was a little low, so I'd say like maybe you parried the first one and I glanced off like a shoulder pad on the second one.
You're gonna survive the day in the Underdark. And I'm gonna roll my damage. Can I upgrade my side dice? You said I had a magic item
I
that let
did.
me do that?
So basically, just give it a +2.
Okay. So 7 plus my intelligence. 10 force damage and 11 piercing.
I don't have any resistances. Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna need you to make a strength save.
Strength
I
save
feel like Giblet should be in like the little
against anything
like set
specific.
up the first aid section.
DC.
Like the very-
Shoot.
You're like,
Oh, I could bonus action help someone actually.
Don't
if you
cheat.
want, if you wanted
Don't
to.
cheat.
Stick my hand into the
Oh,
fight.
actually, I have a proficiency bonus. Oh, never mind. I put that in.
So
16.
Giblet starts preparing
16. I
spell.
got a 23 anyway.
or,
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fair.
By the
tent
way, you
area.
are no longer my ally
like-
in this
has, like,
situation.
my
So no
ornaments.
benefits.
So you
That's
don't get
valid.
my
for,
plus
like,
5.
That's valid.
your
That's valid.
Like,
I don't blame you. Next
maybe
attack.
like pull up the
18?
regeneration spell just in case.
Next.
Oh,
I'm
and
24.
then 3 attacks.
How would
Yeah.
how would Goldman help, and who
Oh,
would he
he's
help?
not actually helping.
He
He's just,
could. Okay.
He
good,
could.
Yeah.
if he wanted to.
12.
Just like, oh, go for the legs.
12 damage?
Just slash his tendons.
And I just swipe, and you see the way he fights is like this brutal, ruthless efficiency. Like he's not using any more effort than he has to, and he's just going for calculated
Goldman.
but fast strikes.
You want to arm wrestle?
Sure.
All right, your turn.
What happened there?
We're gonna arm wrestle.
I will
Okay.
use my bonus action to activate
What do I roll
Fighting
for arm
Spirit.
wrestling?
Athletics.
D20 athletics. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm just going to add
Oh,
the
goodness.
5 temporary
Okay, good.
HP onto my health
I
since you're
gotta-
going to be attacking me anyway.
Okay.
13.
Just
I
'cause
have
I'm
a
calculating
-1
it here.
athletics.
right.
So I could still win.
I have advantage on my attacks.
18
I will
minus
be action
17.
surging,
Okay.
so I have 4 attacks this time.
Let's do it
at
for-
Wow.
triple
Good job.
damage.
Good job.
I
I like your
Goldman
build.
won.
Did you cheat?
No.
Oh wow.
That was a 27 now.
Oh god.
1.
First attack
2 minus
misses.
1. Alright, here's the
Okay,
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker. I got an 18.
22 to hit.
Meets
8
beats it.
minus 1.
I win.
It was beginner's luck.
How do you have 22?
Long story.
Beginner's
Plate
luck.
plus 1 shield,
No.
defense fighting style.
That's how it works, I think.
I've been
Oh, you have a
doing
plus
this
1 shield?
forever.
Yeah.
Well, no,
okay.
it was my beginner's luck, so that's
Oh.
why I won the first one.
Oh yeah. It's just a
Alright.
spur
Third
of the
attack
moment.
will hit. I got a 17 plus 6, 23.
The two fighters
Okay,
are going at it.
3 attacks
I
hit.
know.
Yeah, how long are they gonna go?
What time
Where's
is
my?
it?
I was looking
Right.
for my sand. One of my sand.
I feel like
Alright, how much
once somebody
damage?
hits like a certain
have
level
one
of
of my
hit point
sand timers.
percentage, we should stop.
Yeah.
I just
You
assumed.
I
guys
was
can
gonna
leave
let
at
them
any
go a
point.
couple rounds here,
That's what I figured. I
but
figured.
Well,
as
I'm
long
just
as
like-
they're narrating their strikes fairly well.
Well, yeah, I was just like, we should stop if somebody's about to die here, because
I don't think they're gonna quite get to that point.
Alright.
you know,
First attack
they're two
is
stubborn fighters.
30
I mean, I
magical
assume
slashing.
you have Revivify, right?
Yeah.
If one of them dies, you can just raise them.
We got the 30.
Yep.
You can raisin.
Next one is going to be
Yep, Revivify. Revive.
32.
Plus, presumably, we wouldn't even have to get to that point because
My
once they
damage
started
rolls.
rolling death saves, we would just stabilize them.
Oh yeah.
No, we just let them
then-
die. Like,
Yeah.
man,
That's what
what's
you get.
important?
20.
Anyway.
28.
28. I'm gonna
28 damage.
reduce. I'm gonna reduce that by 12 with this barrier.
So how did you almost cause 28 damage, and how did it deflect?
Well, basically, I activated my stuff.
Which stuff?
My fighting spirit and my action surge. So basically,
How does it
What
look?
does it look like when you activate your fighting spirit?
I don't know. I picture it more mental because that's kind of how it is.
Okay.
Because basically, I'm like,
So is it
I feel like it's more of an adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Same with the action surge, so I'm like double adrenaline rushing. If that makes sense.
So your eyes like dilate and you lock in and you go to strike.
Locks in.
And then how do you, so
Locks
what's the
in.
deflection come from?
You see me just like hold up a hand, and it slows. You feel like resistance.
Like I still make contact,
Yes.
but it's not as big.
I
of a
reduced
hit.
it by 12.
Yeah.
Nice.
You
Okay.
you almost like half the damage.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So my turn.
Yes.
All right. Second wind. So you see Donovan's eyes narrow. He stops the lighthearted banter and he goes into focus mode. So that's 20 health back.
Hey, Jackie, roll a D100 for me.
My battery died. Dang it. On phone time.
It has been 2.5 hours, I guess.
10s, 70.
And I'm just gonna start making attack rolls. I know my
76.
bonus.
Quick question. What weapon are each of you using?
25.
Great sword.
Great
and he's
sword.
using a
War
war
pick.
pick.
Are you gonna draw this?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Very cool. That was how well Groth and the crew did with
Was that good
strapping.
or
It was good.
Okay.
High was good. Do one more for their scavenging abilities while you
17
guys run
hit?
the
No.
timer.
10s, be
14 doesn't.
1.
24 does.
19.
Then action
Nice.
surge.
Okay.
Nope.
Is that really good?
23.
Heck yeah.
Pretty good.
17. No. So,
So you get
three
three
hits.
attacks. My AC is 19. I only have plate and a cloak of protection.
8.
Kind of.
Kind of like
it's
a
more
pickaxe.
like a. It's like a pickaxe that doesn't have like half the.
31 plus 10. 41 damage.
Let's go. That was my guess.
Oh, your health is so much higher than mine, though.
Yeah.
I still don't know how. Do you have the tough feet?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, heavy armor. Oh, it's magical. Shoot. Heavy armor master won't do much. All right. Your turn.
How many rounds have you done now?
Just 2.
This is the beginning of the third round.
And how much damage have each of you done?
He's done just about just over half my health.
And what are you at?
I'm at slightly above half.
Alright, so you're in kind of the same boat then.
Okay. I will second wind myself.
Mm.
I only got 12 from that. Then I'll make my 2 attacks. No longer have advantage this time. This will be 22 to hit. And the other will miss.
All right. Damage.
And how many rounds is that?
This is the beginning of the third.
Okay.
I'm gonna smite on this one.
Okay. What type of smite? Force? Or
No,
divine?
that's radiant.
Divine. Okay. Just curious.
All right. Do you need me to separate them out?
No.
Okay.
Because it's magical, right?
D6? Oh, you don't have that many levels of paladin.
No.
Isn't smite always a D8? Oh, the D6 is a great sword.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So how much damage?
From the great sword, it's gonna be 27. From the smite, it's gonna be another 15. So 42.
Okay. You're hitting hard. He is... And he's
I
gonna...
haven't crit yet though.
All right. You see he's just going wild at this point.
So the
Yep.
control has gone.
Yes.
How many hit points are you guys all at now?
62.
72.
Oh,
Miss.
wow, okay.
17 misses. 17 misses.
Ouch.
Can I have reduced that with a... Can I have used one of these? I forgot.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, damage reduction.
I don't see why not.
Okay, you might have argued it's too late.
Oh, nah.
Okay, so that brings me back up to 70.
Okay. That's all right. I'm still above you.
Yeah.
All right. I will fighting spirit this
You're
time.
kidding! You have more of these?
I have 3 fighting spirits a day.
I'm gonna cry.
That's only level 4 fighter, dude. Actually, I think it might be more than that. I think it might be my proficiency bonus, which is raised since we started. I could be wrong, though.
Okay. I gotta hurry.
14, 7. Oh, there's a first crit.
This is round 4 or round 5?
4. 1 attack. Will crit. Can I have a D8 from you? Shoot. Alright, D8's 1 second. I can re-roll 2 for great weapon fighting. Alright, from the great sword itself, we're doing traditional rules. Yeah, we're doing traditional rules. So that's
For crits, yeah.
16. 38 from the great sword itself.
Cartoon Giblet looks like a version of Baby Yoda.
Yeah, a little bit.
And 30 from the smite.
I'm at 2. I just raised my hand. I yield.
With
Well
Did you get
played.
2?
no,
You in character, what does
I
that sound
think-
like as you're
I know.
bleeding
With-
profusely?
once you add the
All right,
horns
I
in,
get it. You fight well.
Roth-
Better than me.
Yeah,
The
once
horns
you
count.
once you add the horns
I
in,
accept the yield.
absolutely.
That's like
But can you
mimic
fly?
some bullhorn.
All right.
Yet.
Wait, it's a part of them.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider it that.
Good game.
Wait,
Will always
what
be
kind of horns does Oz have, actually? Hold on.
I thought it was the swirl back, wasn't it? I could be
kinda
I'm
wrong.
glad to know I can
forgot.
have you
I give.
taking care of me in a
I
fight.
have so many teeth.
Oh,
yeah,
Okay.
it's 4 short ones.
I can do that.
Oh no! With
there's
the
one
horns,
that
But
with the horns,
just know
they're
I'll be there for
absolutely
you, too.
taller.
Oh,
Horns don't count.
Garen.
Horns
Yeah.
absolutely count.
I disagree.
I don't know if you were here when I said this, but I'm getting a second set of these
Of the
to
I should
use as
redraw
minis.
this. I think I
And
could
I'm
do
going to bring
better.
them with me every time. So if you want to like take them apart and create your own mini character, I'm going to let everybody do that. Although I don't have a skull, but I can try to find one from my old Ninjago sets. to
I
use as a
definitely,
skull
I
for
definitely
you.
have one in my, or there's one in the,
I think I have one somewhere in my.
there's skulls in the,
I gotta go.
Alright.
Oh, okay,
See you,
later,
Garen.
Garen. We'll end with the teleporting happening somewhere.
Who won?
Oh, me.
Ah.
I got him
So-
down to 2 HP.
The D&D Dragon set or whatever it is,
The
Oh,
big
yeah.
the
TV
Lego
set.
set has skulls because they're skeletons
that's
and that
right.
Oh
little
yeah,
thing.
there's one in the mimic.
Yeah, we're
Wait,
still
he's
working
at
on
2
it.
HP.
Yeah,
Um,
he
Let me
yielded.
really quickly heal him.
I
Well,
think
we're about to take a long
long
rest
rest.
anyway.
Oh, we're taking a long rest?
Yeah.
I assume so.
I thought we were because he was setting up a space for us to.
So
stay in.
yeah, so after you guys are done, it's
Oh, then in that case, I want to do something.
it'll take a moment after you're done sparring and kind of breathing heavily and there's blood. The drones, the dragonfly drones will like start activating, and you'll see they'll come out and they will start tapping different panels and moving them around, basically constructing IKEA furniture out of the panels. As they pull off parts of the wall and construct a handful of bunks, to put it simply. Yeah.
Before we take a long rest, can I give more magic into Serena? Because
Yes. And so they're setting that up for that. You are going to teleport first before the long rest.
okay.
And I need I'll roll it for him real fast. Hold on. Okay. And then can I get, who wants to roll a percentile die? Anybody?
I still got him in my hand right
All
here.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine were back.
14.
Okay. I'm going to hold on to that. So, the drones activate. He said once they activate that you're about to teleport, and he said to sit down. And so, as you all do that, at first it doesn't seem like anything's happening, and then all of the drones suddenly freeze in place, like they're floating. It almost feels like a time stop spell, and then And then there's your ears pop as if pressurizing, like you suddenly jumped in like 2,000 feet in elevation. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. If you sat down, you get advantage.
I will sit down.
I don't have my dice set or my character sheet.
Okay, then we will start the
Yeah.
next. We'll
Let's
start
do that next
with
round.
the.
Also got
That'll be
Yeah.
fun. That'll be fun. Yeah. Good point. All right, we'll start with there's
Constitution
with the
saving.
Constitution save when we come back.
I got it.
All right. Goodbye, internet, and goodbye, everybody else.
Goodbye.